All right, and welcome back, everybody, to a new episode of Inside the North Side podcast. I'm your host with the most from the third coast, and today he's back. I told
I'm
you
back.
guys he will be back. I told you, I
Let's
wasn't
go.
lying. I swear to God, I wasn't lying.
I
We
made
got
the cut.
Legacy. We got Legacy back on the motherfucking show.
Let's go.
All right, let's get the fanfare going. All right,
Oh
what's up,
man,
bro?
what's going on, man? How you been?
Uh, it's been going. It's been
Yeah,
going. That's all I can say.
I feel that. I feel that. Yeah,
So
man.
before we start the show, I got to give a quick shout out to Sacred Athletics and 8-1. They're the ones that came up with this lid. This is the Houston Rockets 1994. Where's that patch at right there? And I got the 1994,
Ooh,
1995 patch. This is the Shipley's hook. I got lucky with this hoe, but I wanted to give a shout out because I told him I would do it for the next episode that I was
hell
doing.
yeah, hell yeah.
But yes, so also before we do start, remember that discussion we had at the beginning of the MLB season
Yeah,
about Mike
about
Trout?
yes, and it fucking happened last week, dude. Oh my
Dude, I,
god.
I I was like, bro, I was like, I gotta
Oh
tell him, I gotta bring this whole up as soon as we do this shit.
yeah. Oh my god, dude. It was last week I was texting the boys and we're talking about the Yankees game and everything. And
Yeah,
they're like, my boy Rick, Illustrator Rick, he was like, Mike Trout out, hamstring. I think it was hamstring. And I was like, no fucking way. I immediately thought of you, bro. I was like, oh my god.
it never fails. It never
No.
fails, and I feel bad for him, bro. I really do
Yeah,
feel bad for him.
dude.
At this point, just go somewhere else. Just go.
Yeah.
I think they will just be like, hey, bro, just
We
go
get it.
somewhere else.
You tried, but
I
yeah, man.
I sat for like an hour talking to myself. I'm like, where the fuck would he go? Where? Because I obviously you want to compete for a championship.
For sure.
Obviously,
For
you
sure,
you
yeah.
you want the best path
Yeah.
possible. And I don't think he would do the Otani route.
No.
I wouldn't. So I was thinking it's either Philadelphia
Yeah.
or could be possibly Atlanta. I'd rather him get out of the AL and go to the NL because I think that's a better opportunity for him.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, okay, yeah. So where would you place him then? If you had to pick a team, specific team.
okay, I would pick Philly, and I would definitely probably have him at DH
That's
because
exactly.
I don't know where the lineup is now for them. I know fucking Harper and I know Schwarber. I think they're outside. I think Schwarber might be first.
Schwarber is no Schwarber's Kyle Schwarber. I think he's DH. No,
Is
is
he
he just?
DH?
I think he's DH because
Let's look this up.
their right field.
Let me sec. Let me look it up because I don't want to get wrong. So
Yeah, yeah. No, you're good.
okay, let's see. So we have. Oh man, come on! What are y'all doing? Come on, Google. What's going on here? Uh, Gosh, man, I do not know how to type sometimes. I'll be typing the wrong shit. I got 2,206.
Yo.
Oh, lineup. Okay, so we got Trey Turner, Kyle Schwarber's batting second, Harper. So Schwarber is DH, Harper's in first, and we got Adolis Garcia. He's out there. We got Brennan Marsh, and we got Justin Crawford. So
Oh,
if I were,
they. Yeah.
since Garcia is out,
Oh, yeah. Okay. I was gonna say.
so
Yeah. Put him right.
put in Trout, and you'd be good.
Yeah,
You'd be
dude.
good. And
Yeah.
then he would. I think they have the best chance with Trout to make it back to the World Series and possibly
Yeah.
win it. They were close in 2022, but everybody knows how that worked out.
Yeah.
But yeah, but other than that, enough baseball talk because I'm sure people are just like, "What the already?" Shit.
Yeah, exactly. Like they couldn't wait 20 minutes in. No, we couldn't.
No,
Okay,
no, exactly. But
we had to get it off.
yeah, bro, how have you been? What has been going on? I know we talked a little bit before we started,
Yeah,
but we both agree that you've been hella busy.
yeah,
You've been
yeah.
hella busy.
I've been hella busy. Yeah, man. No, a lot of like behind the scenes kind of things. You know what I mean? Just all like the business stuff. We LLC'd Celestial Records like a month ago now, so
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty cool. We got the whole website open. That was crazy. That was brewing for like 6 months, dude, and I had it like I had to keep it on the tuck. Like my managers were like, "Do not say anything yet till we're ready." I was like, "Fuck!"
Hmm.
Like I want to announce it so bad. I'm not, dude. I'm telling you guys, like people be thinking I be holding shit back like on purpose. Even friends are like, "Dude, I want to hear that song. Like, just give it to me." I'm like, "Nah, I can't." Da, da, da. It's not me. Like I'm like I would fucking hell yeah, here, listen
Hmm.
to it. But it's all about we want to still keep that like anticipation and. So I get what my managers are like. No, don't say anything yet. Don't da da da. But so that was cool. The whole website thing. And then did a show in Tomball with the stew, the pop up. My uncle put it together, so shout out to him. Yeah, it was pretty cool. It was cool. The weather was kind of because it was raining all day, and but we were out there. We had a few vendors out there too, so that was pretty cool. We were gonna do another show, but that kind of fell through because of everything that was going around and stuff. So I
Hmm.
was like, okay. So we also decided, for me, like I should probably step back as well. So that was, it was a bust, but it would have been fun. Yeah, it would have been fun. If it was, under better circumstances, and yeah, just planning, dude, for the rest of the year too. um, yeah, I mean more music next month for sure. I
Oh
already
shit!
got,
Really? Already next
yeah,
month?
dude, I got something set. Something set. That's all I'll say. I can't say anything more. My manager will kill me. But I'll just say next month. Yeah, I'm back next month.
You got that. Then you got the comic books that you got going on. That was
The
awesome.
comic books. Yeah, the comic books are fucking sick, dude. Crawford sold out, which was like super like I didn't expect that. I didn't expect it to sell out like that at all. Like I was thinking like 5 copies max. Like if we
Hmm.
get 5 copies in, that's a win. If we sell one, hell, that's a win. But we sold out, so that was fucking sick for the first like release of the issue one. So if you got issue one, you got a sold out copy.
Nice.
Save it. I promise you, it's gonna be worth something. I swear. I swear to God.
For sure.
Um, but yeah, so that's been fun too. We're still creating other worlds within that comic thing. I got something cool, really. I got something really big coming for comics. So I'll leave it at that. Yeah.
Bet, bet, bet. So I want to ask you, dude. So after you release Dawn of the Starfield, how has everything been musically post
Hmm.
Dawn of the Starfield? Because I know you worked on that project so much, and
Yeah.
now it's kind of like you're going to like you're switching up, and you're just like, all right, I'm gonna do this is little side project shit, and I'm gonna work on the Starfield. So like, how's that been post Starfield?
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, dude. The first so right after Denver, because we went to go do the release party out there. When we came back, we were riding off a high. Logic came through, basically opened up the whole show.
Hmm.
In fucking sane. Your manifestation room did it again.
And we
and
are in this
now and
manifestation
now
room.
you're in it now. So whatever we say, whatever I manifest in this episode, watch, it's gonna happen. And it's all thanks to you. Watch. But so that was crazy, right? And so I think everybody like on the crew was really like we pushed the needle for sure. Like everybody gave everything, like more than 100% for sure. Everybody that was involved. And so when everybody came back, it was like burnt out. Everybody was just like,
Hmm.
oh, I get a I get a day to breathe tonight because everybody just flew in, whatever. Da, da, da. So look, for like a week straight, I think without anybody letting anybody know, nobody texted each other for a week straight.
Hmm.
So that first week was just so blissful because like I spent every night on Discord, dude, for a year straight with these guys working on Dawn of the Starfield, right? Like them, like Jose the Mayan, drawing the cover, live while screen sharing to us, and I'm just like, oh my god, glued to my screen,
Hmm.
or producers playing me beats and shit stuff, over the Discord, and it ended up being on the album. So it's like, if we didn't live close to them, we still found a way to work, so it was still very organic, whether it was through a screen or it was in person. So yeah, so it was like just a blissful week of just like nothingness of like, you know, uh I was unemployed at the time, so I was like, searching for work. I was like, I'm gonna take this week off. Next week I'll start job hunting immediately. So I took that week off. I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna spend time with my kid, and I did. I spent time with my daughter. I took her out more and stuff, and just um, just been I was a dad basically.
Hmm.
And I tried. I would try to write here and there for like the first month. Couldn't do it. I just didn't have the will. Like I was like so like, well, what do I say now? And I was just drained, I guess, or burnt out. So I
Hmm.
was like, no, I'm just gonna step back and I'm gonna just like live life, for a little bit. And so I did, I was a dad, I was job hunting, I spent time with my girl, and just enjoyed it for a little bit, while job hunting. Thankfully I found, a job down the line, and I'm still, employed now. So it's going good. But I don't know, something like after like music was like at a stagnant point for me, like as far as like artists dropping music, people that I'm fan of,
Yeah.
um but once J. Cole dropped the fall off, there was a few songs on Iceman that I liked. Whisper My Name is probably top one for me.
Yes.
It's the beat is insane, dude. It's just like this cadence is crazy. um but yeah, so like, records like that. And just I didn't really fuck with the other two. There's like one song I think on, is it the Maid of Honor one? I think it's called Classic.
Okay. Yeah. Classic has been one I've
That
seen. Yeah.
Yeah, that one. So that one was pretty cool. And that was like first listen off that tape. I was like, oh, this is it. Like this is
This
the one.
this is the one that
Yeah,
fucks.
yeah. Like this is the one that everybody's gonna fuck with. So I was like, okay, and it did. So I was like, shit, all right. And just yeah, a lot of that. Watching a lot of movies too. That helped a lot. I got really into Batman for some reason. I don't know why. It was just so random. Like I've always fucked with Batman, but recently, like I really kind of like dove into like his whole, different issues, different universes, different versions of Batman, where he has, different Robins and shit like that. So
Mhm.
I watched all the I guess the animated ones.
Okay.
I think the Dark Knight Returns Part 1 and 2.
Oh, dude, that
Um
one fucked. That
Fucking
one fucking. It's great.
Oh, it is amazing. Yes,
Hmm.
it is amazing. That's a great one. So my boy Jonathan, my manager, he put me on. He's been the one putting me on. And then we watched, I think, Under the Red Hood as well. We watched that one the other
That's
night.
another good one.
Yeah. And then I watched some other one, I forget, but yeah. So I really dove into that. I'm trying to get into Absolute Batman. I'm trying to cop the fucking copies before they start going crazy because of what's happening. I don't know if you
Yeah.
heard, but they're turning it into like an animated series now.
I saw it. Yeah, I saw some like little pictures of here and there of what they're
Yeah.
doing. Bro, I got into a little bit of the lore of Absolute Buttman, and I was just
Mhm.
like, holy shit. I think
Yeah.
he's like what, 24, 23, and
Yeah.
he's an absolute fucking
Tank. Dude, he's a fucking unit.
I'm like, what the fuck were you eating?
Yeah, fucking whole chickens, dude. That's what he's been fucking popping in his
And
mouth.
then like his rogue gallery is like in it it's insane. For anybody
Yeah.
who's like, what's Absolute Batman? One,
Yeah.
you're living under a fucking rock. Two, you're
Yep.
probably not as nerd as we are. And
True.
three, Google's free. Unless you
Yeah.
don't have internet. Google's free. Like, go
Google's
check
free.
it out. And the Joker,
Oh,
that's all I gotta say. The Joker is just crazy.
crazy. Oh man, dude. Yeah. I need to go ahead and like, probably like next check or so. I'm gonna try to buy like the first issue. I haven't read it yet, so I need to dive in. But I've been seeing shit, and it's fucking just from like pictures and stuff off Twitter. Oh, insane. And then obviously all my boys read it, so they've
Hmm.
been saying like, yo, you have to read it. Like it is crazy. So I got that going, and yeah, man. So after that, I just chilled. I really just kind of chilled. It was the first time in like 14 years where I really like gave myself a proper break, dude. Like I've been going nonstop since I was 14. 14,
Hmm.
it was every single day. Yeah, of course, maybe I skipped like a day or two, maybe, for like school or some shit. But other than that, like it was still every night, going from middle school all the way up until last year, just straight fucking pedaling.
Hmm.
And so I finally gave myself a proper break. I was, you know what? No, I'm on hiatus. I'm on a break. It's cool. I'll be fine. I'm gonna go live life and do whatever, and just enjoy it for a second. Kind of step back.
Yeah.
And I did. Once I did, a month or two into doing that, dude, where I finally decided, no, enough's enough. I'm gonna give myself officially a break. I wrote a record.
You're like,
I wrote a
fuck.
record. I was like, damn it. She reels me back in. Fuck. So so I opened up my notes, started writing records, bro. I ended up finally like getting a Mac Mini for myself.
Hmm.
My boys helped me get Logic Pro. So I got that, and then I'm just recording off a handheld. That's all. But
Okay.
that's kind of the wave. Like I'm kind of really digging it. I'm gonna I'm gonna send you this record early. I'll send it to you privately, so listen to it off episode.
I bet.
But you'll hear what I mean. It's. I really wanted to give it a home studio like that hungry
Like
kid
a
in the basement.
DIY kind of like
Yeah,
type of
you know what I'm
shit.
saying? Yeah, exactly. So very at home. I'm still, the vocals are still clear. They still sound good. I just mixed it to match the aesthetic of the microphone. So yeah, so I've been recording off that and yeah, dude. Once I bought the Mac, and then once I got Logic Pro, dude. I think night one I recorded like 5 songs. I immediately
Damn.
went in. I swear to God, like hand on Bible, like I went in, and whether it was like just a hook here, or like an idea of a melody here, or a full verse, I did. I think I did finish like 2 songs in full,
Hmm.
in sitting. I started one and then finished it like the next night. But yeah, I did like 5 songs total. Ideas or whatever in one night. So it was like, I'm back. Like I felt like Tobey Maguire putting on the spider suit again. He's like, I'm fucking back. Let's go. So it was, yeah, it's been fun, man. I've just been having a lot of fun at home.
That's cool. I mean, I guess as we are both musicians,
Yeah,
it kind of never stops, bro. It's kind of like
yeah,
it never takes a break, even though I'm sure you had your Thanos moment. You've been working so hard conquering where you all these things, and then finally you did your snap,
yeah,
and you were just like at peace. And
yeah.
then as soon as you were just making food, the fucking door knocks down. You're like, who the fuck is that? And it's music. Like, fuck, damn it,
Like,
again. And you're
fuck.
just like, all right, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah,
But I mean, yeah, it never stops.
yeah, dude.
Even though we might be taking a break up here, it's kind of like I got
Still
something for
going.
you. I got something for
Yeah.
you, and you ain't ready yet.
Yeah, exactly. And
So
so yeah, it was all that, dude. And it's all like I've taken a lot of inspiration from what I've been doing. Like I told these guys like this is like the Dark Knight Returns type beat. Like I really want that's kind of the aesthetic of like the music and just the vibe and everything. And it's gonna be fun. It's a different kind of sound, but I've leaned into it a lot on previous projects through the Flames.
mhm.
Two Bigs. A lot of those records kind of I was testing out the waters. Like, will people react differently to this if I really wanted to go full time, like attacking that sound?
Mhm.
And people fuck with this. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take that as a sign from the universe. Do this. So that's the move right now.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm excited. I'm excited for this new era, I guess, in a way of
Yeah.
what you got going on, because it's kind of like you just pulling the mask down. Let's go.
Yeah,
Let's get
exactly.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, man, exactly. So
So I noticed you got that Spider-Man poster in the back.
yeah, I do.
Bro, what do you think about this new Spider-Man that's gonna be dropping next, well, literally by the time this drops towards the end of the month, July 31st.
Yeah, so we probably already seen it or we're about to watch it. I'm excited. I'm excited, but I'm also nervous. It's I think the first Spider-Man that's gotten his fourth movie, right? This is fourth or fifth movie?
This is his third.
Third.
Oh,
Oh,
wait,
this
is
is
it
his
third? Uh,
uh
nah, dog. This is his fourth.
his fourth. So this is the first Spider-Man to get his fourth movie.
Yes.
So, and talking about that, I'm nervous to see if it was the move all along because they canceled the other two.
Hmm.
Um, fucking Andrew didn't even get his third. So
Well, not yet.
right,
Not yet.
right, exactly. So I'm praying for that too. But I'm excited. I'm excited. I think. Look, I've always said Tom is for me. Toby's a good Spider-Man. He's a great Spider-Man. Okay, I loved him as Peter as well. He was good. But for me, Andrew was a better Peter Parker, and Spider-Man was cool. He was
Hmm.
very quirky, very comic book, very the Amazing Spider-Man esque. They nailed it. Tom, he plays both very well. The emotional side of Peter Parker, but also Peter as Spider-Man. Like he's very quirky, but he's serious. He can get angry and whatever. So I think he represents both sides very well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that as well. I feel like he portrays both Peter Parker and Spider-Man
Hmm.
in a very good way. Also, too, this is like the kind of the first Spider-Man we're seeing that's like gone through some fucking shit, bro. I
Yeah.
mean, we've seen him team up with the Avengers. He becomes
Yeah.
friends with like Tony Stark,
Yeah.
literally fighting off-world planets and aliens and shit. We never saw that
Yeah.
with any other two. Well, maybe with Toby, you saw the Venom symbiote, but
Yeah.
whatever. But
Right.
so then he fights off world, fucking disappears,
Yeah.
vanishes for a while, comes back, and it's like, oh shit, everyone's fucking like 5, 6 years older than me now.
Yeah.
And then he's going through shit now, like this whole Doctor Strange shit, and everybody forgets who he is, and now he's he's going through it, dog. He's going through it, and people, it's so funny to see people online were like, yes,
Finally.
my Spider-Man is miserable, like,
Yeah.
and it's like, god damn.
Yeah, it's like why is this the truth though? Like miserable Spider-Man's always been for me peak Spider-Man. When he's
Mm-hmm,
fucking depressed, life has kicked his ass and he's like, "Oh my god, how can I go on?" and he still fucking does it. That's what Spider-Man's about.
mm-hmm.
So, yeah, to see him in this state it's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting and cool to see him maybe get angry in a couple fights.
Oh yeah, dude. I'm excited to see. And then obviously with Doomsday that's coming at the end of the year, that's gonna be
Yeah.
cool. And then to where it's going to where both sides, the MCU and where this Spider-Man, this new era of Spider-Man, where it's going, like hopefully we
Yeah.
get the Venom symbiote. Hopefully it's Tom Hardy, because I don't really want anybody else other than Tom Hardy to be Venom, because I thought he did a
Yeah.
really good Venom. And obviously the quirkiness going back and forth between both of them would be probably pretty cool, I
Yeah, for
think.
sure. For
So
sure.
I'm excited to see Spider-Man at the end of the month of July, and then obviously Doomsday in December. So
Yeah.
that's gonna be, God, dude. I don't know if you've seen like little hints or all these little like leaks and whatnot of
Yeah.
Doomsday.
Yeah.
God, bro, if I don't die, if I don't have a heart attack in this motherfucking movie theater, my life is not. It don't mean shit. It don't mean
Dude,
shit.
the dude, I fucking oh my god, the leaks have been crazy. And obviously I don't want to say anything if anybody hasn't seen them and doesn't want to see them. I saw them not by choice.
Mhm.
I was just scrolling and I was like, "Oh, well, all right, well there's that leak."
Well,
I'm like, "Cool."
it's like,
Yeah,
well,
like it's
and
it's
then
there, so so might as well. And then you just go down this rabbit hole and you're like, "Fuck, I've seen like 10 leaks. Damn it." But it
I
from
got one leak that people were like, "Oh no, it's fake, it's AI." And then I went on YouTube just randomly because I watched YouTube while I eat dinner, and
yeah.
I was just like, the leak was real, and I'm like, "What leak?" And then I saw, I'm like, "Oh fuck!" I was like,
Fuck.
"You know what? Forget it. We live in a world where like nothing is fucking
Yeah.
nothing. You can't hold shit for nothing anymore, bro.
You
Like
can't,
everything's just
bro.
like, here you go.
Here you go.
Everyone saw
Yeah.
everything." So,
Yeah, I've seen so many movie leaks or like so many like shit that's supposed to come out,
mhm.
especially GTA 6 on fucking Twitter. I
Oh,
just go
there
on
you go.
Twitter and it's fucking just leaks, dude. And I'm like, oh my God, like I don't want to, I'm not that person. I don't go looking for leaks. I try not to,
It just
you
pops
know,
up.
it just pops up. And I'm like, well, I'm a victim of the Matrix.
Well, the question is, which one are you getting, the $80 or the $100?
So okay, so I was actually looking at somebody had put like comparison pictures on
Mm-hmm.
Twitter of both standard and limited edition. So I was like, okay, let me see what's different. What do I get? What I don't get if I just get the regular whatever. And there's a shit ton of shit you don't get if you don't buy the fucking limited edition version.
Uh-huh.
It's very like there's like a car place, there's a salon or some shit, there's a bunch of clothing spots and like other missions or some shit that you have to buy in order to fucking unlock until like guess I don't know when they're gonna update it or if they will or whatever, but I don't know if that's gonna be something that's always gonna be just if you bought the limited edition you can enter. If you didn't, oh well.
Mhm.
So I don't know, dude. I'm kind of up to debate. I'm leaning towards the limited just because
You get more.
you get more. I'm like, fuck it, why not? I get a little bit more extra cool shit, and I kind of it's GTA 6. Like it's GTA 6. I did it for MLB 26. My girl got it for me for Valentine's Day. She bought me the $100 one for MLB 26. It was the deluxe edition. So I was like, yeah, I would have gotten it myself if she wouldn't have gotten it. So yeah, I think that's the move.
Yeah, because I mean, it's so crazy, bro. Like it just look, it's $20 comparison,
Yeah.
and like you said, the shit that they're offering for the special edition
Mm.
opposed to just the regular one, it's like uh, when I was hearing about it, I was like, you ever see that movie Ready Player One?
Yes.
This is what it feels like, because they're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, there's a salon, there's this, and I'm like, God damn, this is real world shit. Like when we get
Yeah.
to VR and playing GTA 6 ourselves, because I
Oh
feel like
man.
that's what gaming is leaning towards now, where it's like,
You
Yeah,
know,
bro, you're gonna be in the game now.
yeah, a lot, and it's funny you say that because I don't know if it was I think what's that stream Aiden Ross and somebody else said like, oh, like they're gonna create a Discord or like a server, some shit where
Hmm.
you can actually get like jobs in GTA with the actual, actually pay you like real money. And I'm like, no fucking way. Like, what? I'm like, are
I
you
gotta,
fucking shit?
I gotta clock
Like,
into my real job and go clock into my virtual job.
and if I don't, yeah, like what the, it's crazy, dude. It's leaning towards that, and it's getting pretty scary. I'm not gonna lie, it's getting kind of scary, real how close it's getting.
Yeah, because like I've heard shit where it's like if you get arrested in the game, it's like a 24-hour block. So like you can't
What?
play the game for 24 hours. And it's like, how are you gonna tell me when I can and can't play my it's that. It's like
That's crazy.
what else was it? Like obviously like you can actually make money in the game and shit. And
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, people are gonna be playing a fake game because it's more reality than this reality ourselves right now.
Yeah, dude.
It's like I can actually get a job
In game.
in game. I don't even gotta leave my house. I'm playing. I'm working.
Yeah.
Shit. I'm working at fucking whatever the version of McDonald's is. I'm making like
A
26 an
fucking
hour.
what is it called in GTA? I think it's called the no. Fuck. I forget what it's called.
It's one of those like those.
Like
I
smash
forget.
burger joint, burger something. Yeah.
Yeah,
Somebody's gonna fucking type in the comments pissed. It's this, you idiot. My bad.
like I was like, my bad, bro. I don't
Yeah.
spend 30 hours a day, in
Playing.
my mom's basement playing fucking GTA 5. My bad, bro. I got a life. I'm out here getting
For
bitches,
real.
bro. Come on, what are you doing? No, I'm just joking.
Oh
But
man.
yeah, no, I mean it looks pretty good. The one game I do want to play is the new James Bond game. That shit looks
Oh,
so fucking sleek, bro.
dude,
And
I played a good like 2-3 hours of it. I haven't had a chance to continue, but
mhm,
from what I played, it's literally like Uncharted plus like
James
uh
Bond.
James Bond. Yeah, it's so cool. It's I don't know, it's yeah, you gotta play it.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
definitely gonna get into it. And then I don't know if you saw my mission logs that I was doing this thing. I was talking about MLB the show actually, and I've
Yeah.
been playing, but I don't have MLB the I guess it's 26 that's out now.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
I'm still playing 23.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I'm still playing
Shit.
23.
Okay,
But
okay, okay.
what I was talking about on that episode is that the download community has been doing like rosters and stuff like that. So like
Hmm.
I'm sure you know this, where like you can go downloads and people have like updated rosters of like different teams from like the 70s or 80s or
Yeah.
they do like the super teams or whatever. So I was talking about playing MLB the Show 23,
Yeah.
and I'm doing like the franchise, but I'm doing it with the 2004 2005 Houston Astros.
Oh shit, okay.
Yeah, because I mean I love the team we have now, but
Right.
but like I was saying, there's something about 22 years ago, 21 years ago,
Yeah.
that team where it's just like that's where I fell in love with baseball.
Oh, of course, dude. That's
So
like, that's like the 2000s Yankees, or like
yeah.
from the 90s to up to 2000s. Like that team was the team to fucking be. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I 100, I would have done the same thing.
Or even like the 2000s to like I mean, up until they won the World Series in 2009, you had A Rod, you had Jeter, you had
Yeah.
Matsui, you had I, as much as people hate the Yankees, as much as there's so much respect baseball wise.
Yeah.
Just they've
Yeah.
had
Yeah.
so many great players, and it's like the 2020 Dodgers wish that they were as aura farming as the 2000 Yankees.
Yeah, bro.
They really do. They're like, oh yeah, we got Mookie Betts, we got Freddie Freeman, we got Shohei Ohtani. It's like, bitch, we have Roger Clemens and Derek Jeter. Like, come on, dog. Like, you can't
Like
compare.
what you? Yeah, dude. Like, come
You
on,
know,
huh?
they
Yeah,
won.
bro.
They went back, well, almost went back to back, 3-time championships. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're Yankee, so you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Almost 3 times. Yeah.
So but it's just like I love baseball, bro. Obviously,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
but how are the Yankees doing, bro? Like, I mean, I'm keeping. A, I feel like everyone's just been shit lately. I,
Yeah.
everybody's been shit.
so, so the Yankees were doing pretty great. They were doing great for like the beginning of June, dude. They were on it. in the month before. They were a little rocky, but they got into a good like stride, and they were on it for a minute. Um, I mean, I think they took first back in the East, I believe. Yeah, I think the sweep against the Blue Jays put us in the first,
Okay.
and first spot. So they've been doing good. We just did shitty. So you're right. It's like everybody's doing shit right now. They just got swept by Boston. So that was a fucking like, all right, whatever. Here you go.
Hmm.
You can have it. It's fine. Like we're not really worried about it. I was like, I know the like my homeboys like they live in Jersey, so they're naturally Yankees fans, and the right New York team. Um, um, didn't leave for money. So yeah,
Oh, you're
so
talking about Soto? Oh, damn,
yeah,
somebody's digging at Soto now.
man, bitch. No, but yeah, so they were like, "Fuck," Boston, like, like, oh my god. I was like, "Look, relax. It's Boston, but it's just Boston to us. Like, it's
Yeah.
cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll be all right." So we're still standing good. They just had to get through this little stint that they're in right now, and I don't know if they played today. I'm not too sure. I think they're off today, but um, if they do, I'm not too sure who they play next. How are the Astros doing? I
Well,
genuinely have not been tapped in. Like I've been watching different teams and shit, but I haven't really paid attention.
they suck ass, but I mean,
Damn.
it's better than anything. I think right now we're in fourth place. I think Seattle and Oakland is above us, and I think Arlington is third, and I think we're fourth. And then obviously LA is at the bottom of the pit. I
Yeah.
believe. You know what? Let me get the standings correct because if I
Oakland in
don't,
second.
I think Oakland's second, dog.
Wow.
Either
Good
they're
for the
second
fucking A's.
or they've been. Oh my god, they've been killing it, dude. It seems like
Damn.
every shitty team is doing well. Look at the fucking White Sox. The White Sox are just they're just
Yeah.
indescribably fucking good. I don't know if it's because it's a Pope. I don't know if it's because of the
Yo.
the Southside Samurai. I don't know, bro, but like the White Sox have been fucking killing it, and it's crazy. It's
Yeah.
crazy. The shittiest team is now like the best.
Yeah.
So the AL East, we got Tampa, New York,
Okay, we're second. Okay.
Toronto,
Mhm.
Baltimore, and then Red Sox. And then for our division, well, now it's changed. It's Seattle, Arlington, the Astros are third, and then it's the Athletics, and then it's the Angels. So
Oof. Damn.
yeah.
Poor
So I
Angels, man.
but our division is not too bad because we're only a game and a half behind first,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
so stupid.
It's insane. That's what I'm saying. Like it's sometimes like those games and a half shit pisses me off sometimes because I'm like, why can't it just be a full fucking game? You know what I mean? Like,
It's either do one or two. Like, just don't give me.
yeah,
Why am I half? Why am I one and a
exactly.
half?
Why am I point 0.5 behind? How do I? That doesn't make sense. Like I have
It
to play
doesn't.
a half a game to win. Like I don't know. It's stupid, but yeah. I there's a lot of players, dude. Because we were talking about Trout before.
Hmm.
There's a lot of players I see the same like De La Cruz, dude. Ellie De La Cruz. I don't think he should move on from the Reds. That's
Think
wasted
so?
talent. I don't. Dude. I just think like I think stay in the same division for sure. You know, I just don't know if the Reds are. I don't know. Like I don't know. They're last, I think, in their division. No.
They might be. Well, I just had it. Let me look and see if you get it there before I do. Okay, so the Reds
Yeah.
are they? Hold on, where?
Yeah. NL Central. They're 39 and 42.
Yeah, 39 and 42. The Brewers, the Cubs, Cardinals, Pirates, and yeah. See, but the thing is, if they do move on from him,
Hmm.
obviously the salary cap, people are gonna be
Yeah.
paying fucking I don't know how much fucking money for this guy. So it's
Yeah.
like either you keep him, give him a decent, or he goes on and somebody else pays him. But I think he should stay in Cincy. I give him some kind of hope,
Okay.
in a way.
Yeah.
It's same thing with was it O'Neal Cruz? I think in Pittsburgh, he's doing pretty well for them. They also got
Yeah.
Connor Griffin. I mean, they're doing pretty well. I
Yeah.
think give him you gotta throw these motherfuckers a bone, bro. All their players. Because then don't be like the Dodgers, be like, oh, we're just gonna grab this person and this person
Yeah.
and this person. Oh, you know what? Give
Right.
us the whole Japanese national team. Let's come to LA. Like, nah, bro. Like, fuck
Right.
the Dodgers. You can say this too, because y'all
Yeah,
played
no,
them in
fuck
the
the
World Series.
Dodgers.
Fuck the Dodgers. Fuck the
Fuck the
Dodgers.
Dodgers. Oh
Fuck the
my god,
Dodgers.
dude.
Ooh, it don't even get me started.
Man,
Don't
they
even
they
get me
played
started.
them. They play them in July. We're gonna have like a little team trip for Celestial Records in July. So all the homies are coming down and shit, and we rented out an Airbnb somewhere in Texas. I can't say where. I don't want to fucking get raided or some shit. No, but yeah. So they're all coming down, and my other manager, co-manager to my manager,
Uh-huh.
her name's Sin. She's also my tour manager. She's from California, so she's a Dodgers fan.
Oh my
So I
god.
was like, oh my God. And they play the Yankees that weekend that we're all together. So we're like, yo, we're gonna throw it up on the screen. And I'm gonna tell her like, yo, whoever loses has to take a shot of like the strongest tequila or some shit ever. Like that's gotta be the bet.
Okay. You
Yeah.
gotta
So
give
I
her
need
some of that
some.
mezcal, bro. Give her some of
There
that
you go.
mezcal. Oh
Okay,
my
I need some
god.
recommendations. Yeah.
I think I got a bottle in there. Just like bring it. I'm just like, this is the worst one. It tastes like a baseball like glove, bro. That's what how bad
Oh,
it tastes. But it's like it hits you like
type
that,
of
like a glove,
type.
just boom, and you're like, oh shit.
That's the type of tequila that fucking burned the hair on your chest, dog.
It burns it and then regrows it like a
It
chia
pushes it
pet.
out like a chia pet.
So, but yeah, I mean, oh man,
Oh man,
did you get to go to a game when the Yankees came here,
I
to play the
did, I did.
Astros? How
Yeah, I
was that?
did.
How was that?
It
Just putting
was,
on that and just being like,
yeah, dude. It
yeah.
was, it was. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty fun. So we went earlier last year, or no, last year when they came. When did they come and play? Because I think I don't know if we won two games and lost one, or if we. I think it was that, right? That series we lost.
Might have been okay.
Yeah. When was the game this year when they came? It was in September?
Uh,
No, right? It was like in
it had to have been earlier in the year. This year, last
yeah.
year, it might have been like in August or September. One of those. They
Okay.
usually come in like the beginning of the summer type
Yeah.
shit. So,
Okay, cool. So I came then last year. I
hmm
went where I went last year. But yeah, I had my got my cap on, had the Judge jersey on, and I went. My girl had a Yankees shirt as well. I gave her this long sleeve, so it had a big ass NY on the front, so it
hmm
was pretty cool. And we went in, and we I don't know what it is about being in like crowded spaces, but I get like hella claustrophobic. So like I was like, oh fuck, I was like, all right, like damn, this bitch is tight. So I was like, okay, and we were sitting like in center field, a little bit to the right, a little bit to the right. So
okay,
not dead center, but a little bit to the right, right next to the what's that bar, the Bud Light bar or some shit,
okay. I know
right?
what you're talking about. Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, or the little
hmm
Bud Light Club or whatever. So we sat right next to it, and I think the bullpen was right below us. So it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. We were under the awning, so we were covered. And I think like 5 minutes into us getting to our seats, dude, I sit down. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, damn, like, this view is insane. So I sit down. I think Jordan was up, and he fucking clink, and I was like, oh shit. It landed next to us, bro. And I was like, all right, well, that's a good welcome to the fucking stadium. So, and then yeah, so we walked around eventually because we got kind of tired of being so cramped up. So we got up and we went around just kind of exploring, look around. I had never really been, looking around.
hmm
And neither had I think my girl. She had never really been to either. And so we went to ended up in like the standing rooms next to the Crawford boxes,
Okay.
and we watched the rest of the game there. I think from like the fourth inning on, and she loved it. Surprisingly, she loved it. She was like, "This was really." She's like, "I." It's cool seeing it on TV. She's like, but in person, it's actually really fun. And I was like, okay, see, you get it. I'm like, cool. I didn't have to push this. All right, cool. So, and I had a ton of fun. So it was pretty cool, dude. And seeing them win and hitting home runs and shit, it's surreal. That was my first baseball game ever. I had never been to a baseball game before. As big as a fan I am, I don't know what it was. I just never went. I never asked to go. It was just I'm not too sure. Yeah, but it was fun. It was cool.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time, bro. I was gonna say Minute Maid, but it's not Minute Maid. That's their dead name, if you want to say it.
Yeah,
Dyken Park.
yeah,
It's fun, bro. I've been going to games, I guess, since like the 2000s, but I started going by myself when I was like, what, maybe 13, I
oh
believe.
wow,
Yeah,
yeah,
bro. See, and I was talking to my friend Francisco about this. Bro, the time I would go by myself, you could not do that now. You could not
yeah,
send your 12, 13-year-old son or daughter to the stadium by themselves.
yeah, yeah, for
Because
sure.
God knows what's going on in this world, bro. We got
Yeah,
weirdos and all this shit. And
yeah,
so as a 13-year-old, in fucking 2006, 2007. Well,
Hmm.
2006, yeah. So it's like going to a game by myself is like it's unheard of now. But I would
Damn,
go, I had
yeah,
my little money in my pocket. I would go and get like whatever little gifts and just
yeah.
sit there and watch the games, bro. I did that in March, at the beginning of the season, but I did something
Okay.
different. I did something different I thought I would never do. So I took some mushrooms.
Oh shit! Let's go.
So
Hey,
I
if you
took
guys
like
don't know, I'm faded as hell right now. So just saying.
I took like these microdosing like chocolate mushrooms I've been buying lately.
Okay,
And
yeah,
like the most was like, oh, don't take more than seven. So
yeah.
what did I do? I took seven.
Oh god.
So
He
I
said
put them
full
in my little
max.
bag and I'm going through the stadium and I got some peanuts and I got a beer and I took some already because I'm like kind of like sneaking,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, yeah.
I ate that shit, I'm eating the peanuts, and I'm like, man, this shit hasn't hit me in a minute. But then I started realizing I was like, I'm almost ate the whole fucking bag. I'm like, oh shit. So I was like, oh fuck. I was like, let me clone it up. I took my beer with me and I went to go sit down. I sat by the um first baseline going towards more if we're looking at this as center field, I mean
Hmm.
as home plate, and this is I was like right on this side over here. Usually we're like the
Okay,
foul balls where you can see the foul balls and all that.
okay, okay.
So I sat there and bro, that shit hit me right when the game started. And I was like, oh shit. And I started looking the screen. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if this was me, but I saw a little person on the field in
Yeah,
dressed up in, and I was like, no, bro. No, I was like, nah. And it was a little person, it was a small person on the field. I guess he works for the organization. But I
yeah.
was like, nah, dog, I'm seeing shit now. Like I'm seeing shit. But I'm sitting there and I'm enjoying it. And then I start getting the sweats. And I'm
Oh,
like, I was like, oh fuck, but I feel good. And
yeah.
then behind me is like a group of like friends, some chicks and some guys. And bro, they're talking, and you know, I'm sure you know this, but like, you ever sit in front of people and they're just saying like the stupidest shit ever?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, this one girl was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. If Jordan goes somewhere, I'm following him. I don't give a fuck if he goes to the Dodgers. I really wanted to go,
What bit?
but I was like, nah, I don't know these people. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
say shit. And then they were talking about One Piece and they're talking about these other stuff. And I'm sitting there on mushrooms and I'm like, please shut these people up. Please shut these, please.
Yeah, blowing my high.
But it was good. And then
Yeah.
towards later on in the game, I don't know if it was the autism in me or something, but I had my headphones on and I was like, you know what? Swoop. I just had my headphones. I was listening to music while watching the game. And I was
Hey.
like, okay, this is better. I don't got to hear people talking shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, that's a vibe though.
I was so relaxed. I had
Yeah.
like two beers. I had some food. I was on the shrooms. It was a good time. The only thing
Yeah.
was just like the sweats. But other than that, I'm like, I would totally do this again. 10 out of 10.
Right. Right.
But I've
Yeah,
never
dude.
gone high like on weed to again. Oh, bro, I think I would probably like kind of panic a little bit.
Panic a little bit. Yeah. I haven't really like yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've turned into a little bit of a pothead. But it's been like it just helps me sleep. It really does. It
Mm-hmm.
helps me sleep. It like a lot of the stress that I fucking go through as an adult, as a dad, as trying to push music and shit like that. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not using it as like a scapegoat, but it's just a moment for myself. You know what I mean? Like it's a
It's just
moment,
to relax. It's just to chill
yeah,
out, you know?
just to chill out and just be like, you know what? Let me get at least these 3 hours to feel good and feel just fine, and I'll be fine. And it helps with sleep too. So why not? Um, and so we I think I haven't tested going anywhere to like any places like that to smoke. The only time I think we went to go see Michael, the Michael Jackson movie. Me and my girl.
Oh,
We had our pens, so we both took a couple hits, coughed our lungs out, cheersed it. Eyes were already low. I was like, fuck. I was like, all right, here we go. So I was like excited but nervous at the same time. I was like, I don't want people to look at me and know, because like immediately I'm like,
yeah.
everybody knows. But like the lights went down. We had I think we had ices, we had our popcorn, we had like nachos. We were set, and rest of the movie, dude, just fucking like the music just felt so crazy and like all the colors, and it was just a great experience. It was fucking phenomenal. So I think that's the farthest I'll ever go, like to doing anything is like I'll go see a movie, blast
Yeah.
it out of my mind, or faded. So, but Yeah, I think same. I think if I went to a baseball game after smoking, dude, I'd probably have a full on panic attack.
Like, damn, why is everything so slow? And then you see like
Yeah,
the ball coming, like, oh
fucking,
fuck.
I'm screwed. Boom.
So
So,
what did you think about the Michael movie? What did you think about
uh,
it?
I loved it. I loved it. It's funny enough, dude. Right around the time that I actually did go see it, because it came out in
It came out
April.
in April. Yeah,
April,
April
right?
1st or one of those
Okay.
days.
So April. Okay, yeah. Okay, in April. So right I think a week before the movie or so, I had got the Mac Mini with Logic,
Mm-hmm.
the Logic Pro, the DAW, and we went to go see the movie the following week, and then that's kind of what sparked the whole like, nah, like yeah, like I could do this, because it was just a very just triumphant, him becoming confident and just standing up for himself and just like, no, like I'm gonna do this, and I could see it, I can envision it, I know it. It was very inspirational, 1,000%. Like it was very like, oh shit, like this shit's like eye opening. And so after seeing the movie, like I immediately dove into making music again, and that's what birthed the one night where I made 5 songs in one sitting. So yeah, for me it was great. I loved it. I love the story. I'm excited because I know they set it up for part two.
Mm-hmm.
If you've seen it.
Yeah.
So it's yeah, I'm excited to see what they do next. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Again, I went on mushrooms. I saw the movie.
Oh
I
man,
had I had to watch it, bro.
let's go.
I've
Yeah,
talked about it and I've said this before to everybody, but like Michael Jackson, Michael Joseph Jackson is a huge part of my life.
yeah.
You know, my parents were children of the 70s and the 80s.
Hmm.
And obviously I grew up in the late 90s. I was born in 93.
Yeah,
And Michael was just everywhere. You
yeah,
know, Michael's everywhere. And this is not just like a race thing. This is like white people have him at the parties, black people have him at the parties, Latinos have him at the parties, Asian,
yeah,
everybody. So like I grew up hearing Michael Jackson music. And I think some of my earliest memories, I remember seeing the music video for Don't Stop Till You Get Enough and Thriller. So this
yeah.
was like in the late 90s. I would say like 98, 99, if I
Hmm.
remember correctly. So, I was just like, what the fuck is this? I was like, this shit is good. And it wasn't
Yeah,
until I started getting older and started getting into music where I was just like, holy shit, like Michael Jackson's pretty fucking cool. Like he's got a pretty good discography. And
yeah.
as I started playing music, I was just like, holy shit, Michael Jackson's a fucking genius. And then like
Yeah,
obviously as a kid, you start deep diving and start doing all this research and whatnot. And it wasn't until like when he passed, which almost was 17 years ago.
yeah,
Um, it was just like, oh shit, like you pass. And I've always heard from people that like Michael is probably never gonna live long enough anyways. And I'm like, that's kind of
Mhm.
weird to say.
Yeah,
But that opened like a whole new door for me to like discover who Michael Jackson really was. So I saw
yeah.
all the things, I heard all the stories, I read the documentaries and all this and this and that. And it was just
Same.
like I connect with this man.
Yeah,
And to see how like his brain operates with like
mm.
music and just things, and it's just like it's very inspirational. Like I can see
Yeah,
why you came up with songs for the actor, but
yeah,
like
dude.
he just had an idea and just ran with it. Like I think
Yeah.
if Michael was still alive today and he had like Pro Tools, Logic, and all that shit, that this man would probably have like 3 albums a year.
Yeah, oh, dude, 1,000%. It's it's funny because like I think a couple weeks ago, my manager Jonathan, he had like heard a couple songs off the Escape album, but he had never really listened to the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we were just playing Rivals or some shit, and he was like, "Yo, like, can I throw it on in the background? We just listen to it." I was like, "Yeah, dude, for sure. I'm never gonna say no to Michael Jackson." What? Yes, absolutely. So he threw it on, and we listened to it, and he was like, just like, "Holy shit," and I was like, "Dude, they." On that album alone, they did a lot of things like mix wise with vocals and stuff that Michael had never really done before, on anything previous while he
Yeah.
was living. And so I was like, it was cool to hear him like now that I know what all all these things mean and what all these effects are, like knowing when vocals come on and shit. Um, it amazed me because I was like, I really thought about it. And I was like, yeah, he never really did do anything experimental with his vocals like this. He really just used his voice as an instrument always, on his records, from the 70s, 80s, and so on. And I was so we started talking about that, and he was like, yeah, I wonder how he would sound, now. So we had damn near the same conversation that what you were just talking about. So it was yeah, it'd be pretty cool, dude. It'd be pretty cool to see him on Logic Pro and just see him experiment with different like vocals and vocal effects and just pushing the needle because he was like, I mean, he was a fucking not an entrepreneur, fucking
Pioneer.
pioneer. He was a pioneer. Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember, I think maybe like a week or two ago, I saw you throw up Chicago on Instagram, and
Yeah.
it's so funny that how this song blew up because when that album came out,
Mhm.
I think I was working at Target at the time. I
Mhm.
bought that hoe. I bought it because I was like, I love Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Never in my wildest thoughts did I think that that album would get the play that it's getting now,
Yeah, dude.
because it was just like, I thought it was like, okay, they're throwing it out and it got big and then it just kind of faded over time because
Mhm.
at this time, if I remember correctly, when he passed, they were like, hey, we're going to start working on more albums. We're going to throw out more music. We're going to do this and that. So I was like, cool. So they did
Yeah.
Michael, which that wasn't really a really good album. That was kind of bad. If you guys
Yeah.
want to look into the history and why, go
Yeah.
ahead. I'm not going to tell you. Fuck it. So when Escape came out, I was like,
Yeah.
okay, cool. You had Timbaland on there, you had all these other producers, you had Dark Child on there. So I was like,
Just
okay, so
yeah.
he's got people that he's worked with before
Yeah.
that know what they're doing.
Right.
So, but I love that album. I think that album is like it's a 10 out of 10, I believe.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but that was like in the 2010s.
Yeah, it was
This
I
is
believe
like 2013, 2014.
2011. Oh, okay, maybe yeah, cuz I remember it. I was, oh man, when that album came out, I
Here, let
must
me
have
look it up
been,
because I want to get this right.
yeah, no, for sure.
Let's try to see how old I feel after this.
Yeah, I want to see how old I
Um,
was.
so Escape came out in 2014. So 12 years ago.
12 years ago. You said 2013?
14.
14. So I was 14. Yeah.
So like the music landscape, obviously everyone was doing trap beats, everybody was doing this, everything was doing that.
Yeah.
And then like to think like how would everything, because I mean music has changed drastically in
Yeah.
the last 12
Yeah.
years. Like everything that was cool is now kind of like cringy in a way. Like all that shit
Yeah.
that was on the album, it's like of its time,
Yeah.
obviously. But I would love to see who Michael would have worked with, what producers he would have worked with.
Hmm.
I know definitely for sure he probably would have done some shit with Pharrell. He would have done some
Oh
stuff
yeah.
with what's his name? What's his name? The one that works with Kanye. Why am I blanking on his name?
Oh, Mike Dean?
Mike Dean. Oh, dude, some shit with Mike Dean. And
Send
then
some
the
shit?
collabs he would have done. Oh,
Oh man. Oh, okay, so speaking of collabs, because he's done Prometheus collabs, how
uh-huh.
do you feel about the Drake one, the Don't Matter to Me?
I think it was good. I mean, if the
Okay.
estate was kind enough to even allow him to use it,
Right.
obviously they saw the vision. And
Right.
I'm not gonna. I love Drake,
Yeah.
OVO fan right here. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna. I'm gonna say it. Um, you have to be super popular. Like you have to be. They have to trust the vision because they're not just gonna give you permission to nobody.
Right. Right.
So like, I think it's a pretty good song, and
Yeah.
I don't really like the comparisons he's doing, obviously with the glove and all this and that. I think it's
Yeah.
I get it. He's a kid, in a way. Like he's living out his fantasy of being
Yeah.
the biggest artist, just like Mike was. But it's
Hmm.
kind of like, all right, dog. It's kind of like walking into a party with the leather jacket and the glove, and you just like, yeah, I'm the coolest motherfucker here. And you're like, hey, bro, go put that back in the car.
Yeah.
Scaring the hose, dog. You scaring the hose.
Matter of fact, go home.
Yeah, you know what? Here's a couple beers. Here's a joint. Go home.
Go
Go
home,
do
bro.
the, yeah. But I liked it. I liked it.
Yeah.
And then obviously too, like the out. What do you think about the whole dropping the three
Hmm.
in one thing? Because I mean, it's been done before, but I
Yeah.
feel like with Drake, it's a little more different because it's like they're different albums. They're three different
Yeah.
vibes, three different sounds. What was your reaction when you saw that he was dropping three different albums?
I'm not gonna lie, because I am a big Drake fan. I definitely am, and you're gonna hear a lot of inspo on like what's gonna come out and shit. Obviously, like I said, I listened to Iceman. I got some shit that's inspired by the Fall Off. And so it's been a lot of mixture of both of that. But I liked Iceman, the project. I listened to that one obviously first. I watched the live like
Hmm.
premiere stream on YouTube with my girl. We were at her apartment. We were just chilling. We were like, I think we had just got done smoking a joint, and so I was like, we played a couple video games, and then I was like, smoke another blunt. She was like, yeah. It was like 2 hours later, so I was, all right, bet. And so I had remembered like, oh shit, he posted he's gonna be live. So I tapped in where we tapped in. We lit another blunt. We smoked it. So I faded as hell watching this. So I was like, what the fuck? So the music hit pretty hard, because
Yeah.
I was feeling it, So I was like, oh shit. And so yeah, like I was talking about earlier too, like Whisper My Name, dude. That one was the one that kind of like hit like an inspiration button on me. I was like, oh shit, like this is fucking hard, like this
It
beat,
it's
the
very
the the
ominous. It's very dark. It's
yeah.
very it's like kind of
But
like
yeah, it's just very exact. That's a great word for it. It's very ominous. It gives off that very just what he's been trying to push, like portray with the owl and all his,
hmm
aesthetic and stuff. So it fit, and but I liked it. I liked that album. I listened to Maid of Honor. That one was, it's
hmm
cool, And then I don't even know how to pronounce the last one, if I'm
it's
being
I think it's
honest.
like a Hablib some Hablibi or something like that. One of those.
Yes, right. So I listened to that one. Just wasn't my thing. Yeah, I'm being honest. It wasn't my taste.
Hmm.
I haven't really gone back to listen to it at all. I really go back to listen to like Iceman. Like there's like three
And
songs on there.
the ice, dude, I'm telling you, Iceman is it's just it is what it is. Like
Yeah, yeah,
it
it is.
says it is what it says it is, bro.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, exactly. And when he was rapping on some like what is it? The make him no the make him pay or what was it? It was here. Let me pull it up real quick.
Mhm.
Yeah, make them pay, and then make them remember when he was really like the pen was going. He was rapping. Those I think were probably two like up there for me. I was like, oh shit, he's rapping. So he had his turn up shit, but he also let the pen glide a little bit. So it was pretty cool to see. It was fun, and it was a moment for sure, dude. When he said 3 albums, I was like, what the fuck? Like I didn't expect that at all. It was so left field, and I was excited. I was excited, but I was a little disappointed with the other two. So
Yeah, I
yeah.
feel like I mean, obviously, when you work on music and you put out something, obviously you have a fin, but I feel like maybe he was just not as committed,
Hmm.
like wholeheartedly to him. He's like, yeah, I did that music, yeah, fuck with it, I'm gonna put it out still. But Iceman, that's the one that I'm really
Yeah.
fucking with. And bro, I watched the stream too. I
Yeah.
sat on the couch and I was watching it, and I was like, holy shit! I was like, is that Shane Gillis? I
Yeah.
was like, what the fuck's going on? And
Yeah.
then it was me and my dog, and we were watching it. And I watched the whole thing, bro. I was like, Drake,
Yeah.
Drake, I don't know. He was on some cinematic shit, bro. He
Yeah.
was like,
Yeah.
because every just music video was just hitting.
Insane.
And
Yeah.
then I was just like, dude, there's no fucking way.
Yeah.
I mean, people don't give him his flowers because obviously
Right.
with everything with the beef, and I think he's corn, but like the man is a genius. The man is smart.
Oh,
The man knows what he's connected through culture, through
yeah.
everything that's going on, and and I'm not even glazing on him, bro. I'm just
Yeah.
being dead ass serious as we are as musicians and music
Yeah.
artists. We can see
It's
that.
it's just facts. It's proven over time and time again that he is that guy. When it comes down to making hits or catchy summer anthems and shit, dude. He's proven it every year. You know what I'm saying? So Iceman was, I think, I mean, Janice STFU. That's been the summer anthem so far I've seen for everybody. So he did it again. you know.
Yes.
So it's yeah, I agree. I agree. He's not given the flowers that he deserves sometimes, and it's cool. But I think he wears that little chip on his armor really well. He kind of rolls with that. He knows that he's that guy that's crucified a lot about every little thing that he does. And yeah, sometimes you're like, Drake, like why?
Come on, dog.
Like come on, bro. Like it's getting hard sometimes to defend you, but but other than that, like yeah, like I think he rocks with that. And it's kind of like what I've taken that a little bit too, and like a little bit of the beef that he had and stuff, and what J. Cole was talking about as well. How he stepped back and he was like, you know what, it's not my place. Like, that's not what I'm about either way. Like, it's cool. Like, you want to say all this, let him. And I've always been that kind of person too. It's just like, oh, he's saying da 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 about you. Just let him. It's
Yeah.
true. It's not. Let him. It's fine. It's cool. Don't worry. That's over there. that's not gonna come over here. You know what I'm saying? So, um, and so the whole like just era and like music and stuff that I'm making now, it's like I have a name for something that I've been teasing. Like it's out there, it's been out there publicly and stuff, but it's called Infamous.
Hmm.
And no relation to the game, great game, by the way. But it's just very much a like like what comes with the fame and shit, and like being the like the Batman of the whole superhero. You know, he's very
Hmm.
alone. He's a lone wolf. He does his own. Yeah, he has his partners and his friends and his whatever. But at the end of the day, when he goes home or whatever, he's just Batman in his cave. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's always been me. You know, I'm like, yes, I have my relationship, I have my daughter, I have friends or whatever. But at the end of the day, when I come back home, whether my daughter's here sleeping in her bed or she's with her mom, and I'm, by chance here by myself in my room, um, I'm working on music till 2, 3 in the morning, so very, very much nocturnal, kind of feeling of the music coming next. So it's gonna be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited, bro, because some of the stuff that you were dropping, like the songs and all that, I was like, this man here he's pulling from somewhere. And then like the music video did the black and white music video too. That shit was fucking lit. I was
Yeah,
like, oh
yeah.
yeah, all right, bro. I see where you're going with this. I see
Yeah.
it. And I was just like, all right, bet, bro. That's just like when you come back and I was like, bro, we gotta like, I gotta figure out what he's in this Batman era. What is we going? We just
Yeah.
putting the cow on and we're just going on, bro. I'm excited for what you got going on, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I told you, I'm a supporter. I enjoy
Yeah.
your shit. I tell people to check out your shit. I got it on the
Yeah.
playlist. I'm like, shoot, go ahead,
Yeah.
go check it out.
Nah, I appreciate it, bro. Yeah. No, and speaking of that, I saw you were at a band rehearsal yesterday.
Yeah, the band,
You getting
we're
back into it?
comfort. Yeah, we're getting back into it, bro. We got a show coming up July 26th at the end. That's on a Sunday. Tickets are
Let's fucking go.
$10. We got Sasser, who's headlining the show. We have Ashira. She's like an indie pop artist, kind of. She's
Yeah.
really good.
She was gonna be on that lineup, or she was the headliner on the lineup that I was gonna be on at that June 7th show. That Sunday with what's
Oh,
it? Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure you know about the June 7th show.
Yeah, yeah. That's
So
that's yeah.
this is neither here nor there for us to talk
Yep.
about it. But
Right.
if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's on the bill. It's us. It's Envy Room. It's Sasser, Pricity. We played with both of those bands last year, and
Hmm.
yeah, we're getting back in the fucking saddle, bro.
Hell
We're getting
yeah.
ready, man. We
Hey.
hadn't practiced in a year with
Oh
each other,
shit.
and then our guitarist Raul, we haven't played with him in 2 years, or
Pooh.
no, 3 years.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's like it's definitely like we're dusting off shit, we're oiling up our knees,
Yeah.
and then two, we're practicing with a new drummer.
Okay.
So something happened to our old drummer.
Hmm.
He had to step away, and then we got a new one. But the drummer is a friend of mine who I used to play with almost 10 years ago in another band,
Wow.
and
Okay.
so he's on the kits, and it's pretty cool, bro. It's kind of like things are coming in, like we're getting like and no pun intended, the band back together. So, but yeah, we had a good 4 hour practice, and
Yeah.
we're getting things going, man, and we got like one
Yeah.
more thing, and it's gonna be fun. I'm excited to get back on stage. It's been a while since I've been back on stage.
Oh, that's good, dude. No, I'm happy for you, man. It's always fucking, especially when you're away from being on stage for a long time, and you get an opportunity to get back on. It's like, oh, it's those. Are you getting those pre nerves yet or anything?
No, I think
No.
I think I'm just ready.
Yeah.
I think I'm
Okay.
ready.
Well, that's
But
good though.
also, but tell me, you need to tell people this because when I
Yeah.
talk to people about this, they kind of don't understand.
Right.
So when people talk to us off stage,
Hmm.
we're that person. But you and I both know that once we hit stage and we hear that first note, we're somebody different.
One
Like the
thousand percent.
switch, but like I was telling my friend that because I told him I was like, yeah, you know me, like I'm the homie. We talk, but it's like you've never seen me on stage. And
Yeah.
he was like, I was like, no, you've never seen me on stage. I'm a
Yeah.
totally different person. My mindset is somewhere different. My attitude is different. Like
Yeah.
and some people, I guess normies don't understand. But
Yeah.
you break it down to them for a little bit, bro, because I know once you get on stage, you are legacy.
1000%. So yeah. um, a perfect example, Denver. We were obviously it was our first show as a crew, as a team, together, putting it together and
Yeah.
organizing it ourselves. I mean, we did everything, dude. Everything was us. From the ticket handling, from the merch handling, door people, host, DJ, you name it. It was all us, so it was really all hands on that day. And so it was hectic. Everybody was running around. Me and Antoino, the other artist that was there as well performing with me, or he had his own set and shit.
Hmm.
We were in the green room just getting ready, prepping, whatever. And a lot of the none of them before had seen me perform other than my girl and Antoino, my boy Noah. He was out there too with his girlfriend Jackie. So shout out to them. And I think that was it. Nobody else on the team had seen me perform before. So they were kind of like scrambling because of the I guess the lineup, like hours kind of shifted around, like the scheduling and stuff because of timing and whatever. And I guess mine got kind of pushed back a little bit later, which is fine because I don't mind a later set. I think going on at like 9:30 is like a
Hmm.
sweet spot for me. I love it. And so I think mine was pushing to like 9:30 or some shit. And so my manager, he was like, I don't know, dude. Like, I really want you to perform. Like, you've been just sitting back here. I was like, have you ever seen me perform? And he's like, no. I was like, okay, so trust me. This is the time that I love. So trust me. I'm like, me as Mike, as Brandon, whatever you want to call me. But when I'm on that stage, yes, it's a switch, it's a flip. I turn into Legacy. I'm the performer, the entertainer, the whatever, the artist. Um, and then when I'm off stage, it's like, all right, cool, I
Yeah.
can breathe. I can breathe, but you still have that adrenaline going, dude. Even after the show, it's running. And so after a show, man, it's like you're pumped, you're just going, but it's a great feeling. It's you tap into like, yeah, a different person. You put on the mask, you put on the cowl, you put on the cape, whatever you want to do when you're on that stage, and you turn into a completely different person. But it's fun.
It definitely is fun, dude. Like I think there's only been a handful of people have seen me perform. And there's
Mm.
a funny memory that sometimes when I'm on stage, I think one time I played a show, I don't know where I was playing, but my parents came
Oh
and
wow.
and I started doing my thing and I look and I see my dad make this face. He's like, all right, because he's kind of like, really? What are you
Yeah.
doing? And it stuck with me because I'm like, oh, they don't even know. Like
Yeah.
they don't even know. Like, hey, like I'm not that person who you think. Like I'm
Yeah.
different when I'm on stage,
Yeah.
and like I've always been like that. Even when I was doing stuff at like my church, like playing,
Yeah.
like obviously it's a different thing, but like I'm
Right.
still up there as a different person. But
For
started
sure.
playing these shows and stuff like that. The aura is totally different. Like
It
I'm a
is.
different person. When I played bass, I can say I was more of like smooth. I was
Mm.
chilled out. I was just feeling it. But when
Yeah.
I play guitar, it's like it's a whole different fucking beast.
Oh yeah.
And I'm into it. I'm headbanging. I'm doing, like even some of my bandmates are like, "Hey, bro, you're going a little too much." And I was like, "All right, hold on. Let me get back. Let me pull my pants up. All right, my
Yeah.
bad. Not trying to show too much of my dick, um, but yeah, it's like people don't understand. Like
Yeah.
I've like I said, I some people haven't seen me, so like hopefully when you guys come to the show, you will be like, oh, I know what he was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Like when you get off stage, you're like, oh fuck, I just played a great
Yeah.
set. I'm good. Okay, let me take a breather. Let me calm down for a second
Yeah.
because I just did like this great show, and then like you get back to normal, and you're just like, oh, cool. Like you can lift
Yeah.
up the mask a little bit and breathe,
And
and
breathe. Yeah. Yeah,
but
man. It's yeah, it's always a great time. It's always a good time performing and it's a lot harder than people think. It's
it
not just
definitely
getting up
is.
there and singing into a microphone or playing an instrument. It's a lot more to that. Like there's a lot of like yes, your brain kind of goes quiet on other shit and you're tapped into the music and you're locked in, but because you're so locked in with the music, now you're thinking of, okay, let me not trip. Let me da da da. I gotta move over here. Okay, let me make sure I did it. So your mind is still working as you're trying to remember your lyrics or the notes or the cadence or whatever. So it's yeah, it's fun, but it's also it's hard. It's
It
hard.
definitely is, bro. Because like I know some people can go on stage and they're still themselves. They haven't
Yeah,
like you can tell like
yeah.
they're not quite there. They're not
Still
like
a little stiff and a little
a little stiff, a
shy.
little nervous. They're kind of
Yeah.
looking at the crowd. They're kind of like it's all going through their head. But like
Yeah.
once you start playing on stage for a while, like I have, and you played and stuff, and you this and that, like it's like nothing.
Oh yeah, it's a
It's like
switch.
nothing. It's definitely a fucking switch. And I look forward to switching back to that fucking person because it's like, oh man, you know this, and as I say this, I'm like being on stage is like being at home.
Yeah, 1000%.
You're so comfortable on stage. You like performing. You like being up there. It's
Hmm.
not much being so much the center of attention, but it's like, let me entertain you.
Yeah.
Here's what I got. I'm going to give you 110. I'm going to give you everything I got for the next 30, 35 minutes,
Right.
you know? And
Yeah.
that's what I need right now, dog. Like
Yeah.
the past couple of years have been like really crappy, especially the past couple of like weeks for me.
Yeah.
So like I told my bandmates, I'm like, yo, like I really need this day. I
Yeah.
really need this show. Like I know we're rehearsing and I know we're gonna, but like we all need to be on our A game on this show. Like
Yeah.
I'm bringing my shit. Everybody needs to bring their shit because I need this fucking show.
Yeah.
I need this show, dog. This is gonna reset me for a minute.
Yeah.
So, but speaking of shows, I don't. Okay, so the last time we talked, we didn't talk. I mean, obviously, we were talking about the whole logic stuff. So you
Yeah.
did the show in Denver. Tell me about the show in Denver and how he was there.
Yeah, he was there. Like once again, the manifestation room, dude. Yeah, it was. So believe it or not, for me, it was a total surprise. I had no idea he was gonna be there. 1000%. I knew no knowledge. Nobody knew but the DJ Rap Pack Forever or 123. I think Sounds his name is.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so and he's the one that kind of planned it and put it together, I believe. And so we went to the venue like normal. We got everything going, whatever. And that was kind of the reason they were messing with the schedule because they were trying to gauge what time he would show up. So night's going cool, whatever. And the first person that popped up or pulled up was T-Man, T-Man the Wizard. I have him on Pink Colored Skies. And so I'm in the green room, I think, and I'm just, I think getting ready or like changing or some shit, or I forgot what the fuck I was doing. And I forgot who comes in, but they're like, "Yo, T-Man's coming in, T-Man's coming in," and I'm like, "Oh shit, okay, cool." So I think I was drinking water or some shit, and like kind of wiped my hands, whatever. I was like, "Oh, okay, I bet." So I stood up and I was just kind of going through my backpack. He pulled in, whatever. He said, "What's up?" "Oh, what's going on, bro?" "Oh, what's up, dog?" Whatever. And it was him and his wife, I believe. And so I said hi to him, said hi to her. They came in, chilling, talking, whatever. He went out. They pulled him out to do a surprise set. Whole fucking venue roared and fucking cheers. Whatever. So I was like, cool. I was like, all right, bet, cool, whatever. So I'm like, oh, I want to go watch a set. So I leave and I go out to the the venue itself, and I'm standing like kind of like closer to the sound engineer up against the right hand side of the wall. So the
Yeah.
stage was front center, engineer was to the right, and so I was up against that wall kind of. And I'm standing next to, I think, my girl, my boy Rick, and Jonathan, my manager. And we're all chilling, whatever. I'm watching the set. And so, like, I look to my left and I see these two big dudes, buff dudes, with just lights shining down on the floor. And I'm like, the hell? I'm like, are we getting fucking raided? Like, is this the cops? I'm like, what the fuck? And then I see, like, this shorter dude, hat. I see the side profile. I see the glasses with the fucking tattoos and shit. And I'm like, no fucking way. And I look down, I see the infrareds. I start looking up, I see a jumpsuit, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I look up, and it's fucking him just walking by. Bro, he walked by literally like this, like a foot in front of me, just walked by. And I was like, what the fuck? I freaked out. There's a clip out there. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh my God. So I'm freaking out. And he goes on, starts performing. Everybody fucking cheers. He's like, hey, what's up? And everybody just erupts louder than fucking before, dude. Fucking, and everybody just zoom rushes the stage. And so security's like, oh, so everybody kind of calms down, whatever. And he starts performing and shit, and he does his set. And yeah, and then so I head to the back, and he was real quick in and out. I had like a moment to like talk to him for like 2 minutes, I think. And he was coming out. He was like, Jose, he was there, the mine. He was like, Logic, introduce you to Legacy. And he's like, oh, my G. Shook my hand. I was like, what does that mean? I was like, you know who I am or what? like, oh, whatever. So it was pretty cool. I was like, oh shit, cool. And so, he said, what's up? I showed him the photo that we last took. I was like 16, I think, dude. That was the Under Pressure tour. It was my first concert ever. I won my pops, and we stood till like 2 in the morning, I think, waiting to take a photo with him, and I did. And I showed him the photo. He was like, "Wow." He's like, "Look how skinny I was." And I was like, "Me too." And he laughed. And I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Can we take another photo?" He's like, "Of course, let's do it." So I showed him the comic as well. So he's holding up the Crawford comic. I got my arm around him. We took the flick. It was fucking insane. So that already like amped me up for my set. I was like, oh fuck, like, oh shit, like what the hell? So I went out there, dude. By the time I got out there, my voice was already like halfway set, just fucking just hoarse. I was pushing through, and it's different in Denver, dude. The oxygen level and shit, like it'll get you. Like it as soon as we got there, it was kind of like I felt a little bit of shortness of breath already. Like just trying to get a full breath in, it was hard. And luckily, like my girl, my manager, and like the team, like they thought ahead, like for all the performers and shit. Like we're gonna buy you guys the oxygen hiker tanks that you can buy at Walmart. So they
Hmm.
bought like two, three of those, I think, and I had one on standby. They like ran to the green room, ran back. Manager hands it to me, and I was like, "Oh my god, you're a lifesaver!" Turn around, took a puff, took another puff, put it down. I was like, "All right, let's go!" and performed again, and yeah, man, it was a great time. It was probably one of the best sets I've had, I think, ever. I gave 100%, 110% of myself into that set. And I really kind of showed like also the team. They had never seen me perform. Like, yo, like this is who you're backing. I got us. I got it. I promise you, I got it. Like just give me time. I'll get us there. So it was kind of like a staple moment for them. Like, oh shit, like yeah, like he's serious. Like this is, yeah, okay, let's run with this. Let's do it. So it was a moment for all of us. And then, like I said, we came back from Denver just burnt, burnt out, dude. Just tired, 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 tired.
That I was seeing the pictures, dude, and I was like, that shit looks so cinematic.
Yeah.
And then just you with, I was like, dude, no fucking way. I mean, even like, I mean, because we can talk about it now because it was last year,
Yeah.
but like when we did when you had the little private listening party
Yeah.
for the album, and you
Hmm.
were telling us, you were like, hey, don't tell nobody, but we got Logic, and
Yeah.
I was like, no fucking way, no fucking way. And then you
Yeah.
played it, and I was like, in my head, I was like, do I have some kind of fucking magic going on here? Like, what the fuck's going on? No fucking
Yeah, bro.
way.
It was surreal, dog. It was insane. So that was it was cool because at the time when we got it, it was a Father's Day gift from the team as well, Jonathan, Jose, Rick, to me.
Yeah.
So it was pretty cool. They did it on Father's Day. But they went to the film release, one of his film releases for the Paradise movie that he did.
Mm-hmm.
And so obviously like they've worked with him in his camp for years now. So they have that connect with them. I don't have that. Well, before I didn't have that connect or repertoire with them.
Mm-hmm.
And so they straight up just asked him like, yo, like, Legacy, the guy that we're working with. And he's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. He's like, we would like to have you, do a skit on the album if you'd be down. And he was like, yeah, for sure, let's do it. So it was immediate, like, yeah, I fuck with them, let's do it. So I was like, that cosign was fucking cool, So I was like, oh shit. So, yeah, like that night when they got on the game, I think they were like, yo, happy Father's Day. And they sent me the fucking file, and I was like, no fucking way. So I was like ecstatic. I was like, how in the fuck? And then immediate the fucking manifestation. I was like, because like we had just done the interview like a month or two ago, and that happens 2 months later. I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on? And then for him to pop out in Denver, yo,
I I don't know, bro. I don't know. Because I know when we talked, I saw you at uh What's a Fest on
yeah,
Sunday, and you were performing, and
mm-hmm.
we were walking. You were telling me like your manager called and were like, "Hey, pick up the phone for next,"
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you know, and all that. And then I was just like, I was like, dog, there's no fucking. I was like, either I can never move from this place, or I have some kind of fucking powers because I mean, it's happened for some of my other friends that I've had on.
Yeah,
My homie Mark Drew, who did the intro for my podcast. I had
yeah,
him on. We know he's also a big baseball lover, and he was like, "Yeah, my dream is to do the parade one day, like to hopefully perform at the parade." Well, he
right.
got to in 2022. Granted, it wasn't at the beginning, but he got to perform towards the tail end, and it was also the manifestation happened. So
Mm-hmm.
we had another guy, God Body Bingo. Shout out to him. Um,
I performed with him before. Yeah,
yeah, dude,
yeah,
fucking legit. He's a
yeah.
fucking legit performer,
Oh, dude, solid.
and
Yeah,
we've said some shit too. and then it happens. And then
Yeah.
obviously I had the homie Gilbert,
Yeah.
Gilbert Soul. He's on here, and he had his manifestation moment. But we're waiting to see if it happens. So
Yeah. Yeah.
that's the one of the things. But
Yeah.
like I've had people come in here, bro, and it just happens.
Magic.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, why
Yeah.
not for me? Why not me? When is it my
Hey,
turn?
that's probably what it is, bro. You gotta. God's like, yo, you got the power. I'm gonna let you share the blessings, and then when it's your time, it's gonna be your time. But I think it's you. I think the room, like, yes, the room is definitely cool, but it's gotta be you, bro. You're a good person. I think you carry yourself well. Like, you support a lot of people, like,
Yeah.
down to the fucking T. And I've always said, like, people like that deserve the same fucking opportunities that everybody seems to be getting in their forefront. You know what I'm saying? So I think you'll get your moment for sure. And now with you getting back into the band, dog, I think that's first step. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, man.
I appreciate the kind words, bro.
Yeah.
I would just like to see my friends win, you
Right.
know,
Right.
and I want to see everybody achieve what they want to achieve, and like at the same time, it's kind of like, okay, well, hey, hey, it's my turn. Like, when am I gonna get my part a little bit?
Right.
But like seeing you, seeing Gilbert, seeing Mark, seeing Godbody Bingo, seeing my buddy Russell, seeing all my friends that I've had on here that have achieved great things. My friend, Michael, who did What's It, and
Mm-hmm.
everybody else. It's like, yeah, yeah, that is amazing. Like, and I'm super happy for them
Yeah.
because they are getting to achieve something that they didn't think would happen. Like,
Right.
I'm sure when we talked the first time, we kind of joked like, yeah, it would be cool to kind of have Legacy. I mean, not Legacy, Logic on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, yeah, like, yeah. And then
Yeah.
it happens, and you're like,
What the fuck?
what? Like, no, like this can't be real life.
Yeah. It
But
was it was so far fetched, dude. It was just like, so yeah, I get it. It was like, we were joking about it, but like at the same time, I was like, man, what? How crazy would that be? You know. But at the same time, I was like, I seem so, like, so far into the universe. I'm like, I don't know. Like, let's see if the universe is kind enough to give me that one. You know what I mean? So, and it was. It fucking was.
you got to see him, and you have him on your album. That's
Yeah.
even like that's just that
It
makes
topped
it
it.
that topped
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So it's like you top that mountain, and you're like, all right, let's hike down and let's go do another one.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
Exactly.
So I mean that it just I just want to see everybody win. That's all I
Yeah.
want to do, and it makes me happy, and it makes the podcast look good because
Yeah.
it's like I've had Homeboy on, and now look at Homeboy different Chris.
Yeah, dude,
I
killing it.
literally had him on, and now he's performing at like the FIFA Fan Fest. He went on tour with Midnight Beverage. He's
Yeah.
on the news and shit. I'm like, motherfucker.
He's killing it, dude. He's got his stride, and I'm happy for him, dude. He's a good dude. Like, I've met him at, like, years ago, a couple years ago, at
Mm-hmm.
like friends parties and stuff like that, or we've been in the studio together before trying to work on some shit. And so he works hard. He deserves it. Yeah.
He
Good
does.
dude. Good dude.
So hopefully, I think we've talked about it, but he wants to come back too. And he is like, I want
Oh,
some more
nice.
manifestation. I need some more. I'm like, yeah, bro, come on. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna reach out to him and see if he wants to come back and do a round two. Cause like he definitely has some explaining to do.
Yeah.
Definitely does. Cause I'm like, hey, dog,
uh, yeah. Like,
why,
how?
how? You know. But nah, man, it's
Oh.
just it's great, and I'm excited to see everybody do their shit, bro. You know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's just
Same.
like I said, when they do good, it makes my podcast look good because it's
Yeah.
like I've had them on, and it's this shit is important. This
Yeah.
shit is important because while yes, they're getting to know you, Legacy,
Mhm.
and they're getting to know Brandon as well. But it's like for a minute we can sit down and we can be ourselves, and people can
Yeah.
actually get to know who we really are. Because I mean, not
Yeah.
everybody knows who we really are,
Right.
but it's like it's for us being vulnerable, sitting down together. Obviously, we're doing this virtually,
Right.
but it's like we can open up and be who we are. And I think it's
Yeah.
refreshing for people because it's like in a world full of people wearing a mask, it's like
Hmm.
we're good enough to take ours off and show everybody who we really are.
Yeah. And I think I've tried to show that, like, recently, like, on social media and stuff, and kind of just tap into, like, what who I am as just me. Like, yes, there's a persona when I'm on stage or whatever, but if you meet me in person, I'm Legacy and Brandon. It's one person still. It's the same me. I don't wear the mask that I wear on stage out and about in public. It only goes on when I'm on stage.
Mm.
Other than that, I'm just a regular dude. I'm a dad. I'm a nerd. I love baseball, and then that's it. You know what I'm saying? So it's yeah, it's also refreshing too to get on podcasts like this and just be able to talk about anything. And it's not just so what what do you have planned, or what's this or what's that, all just having to do with just music and talking about other things, and like you said, really diving in, seeing who the person is. I think it's refreshing as an artist to be able to go on a podcast like that. So I think you're doing a good job, dude.
I appreciate it, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes it gets hard, bro, especially during the
Yeah.
beginning. You're like, I don't know what, because I've talked to Daniel Streetcouch about this, and I'm like,
Hmm.
he's told me, like, we've talked in like like, man, like, what do I do? Like, I feel like and I'm like, hey, look, bro, it all comes in time. It's not
Yep.
always gonna hit you like that. I've been doing this shit for 7 years, dog. And
Yeah.
it's like I've taken chance after chance after chance after chance after chance of doing different things until I found my stride. But
Yeah.
like you'll get there, you know, and like once you get there, you'll just master everything. And then once you master everything, you'll your communication skills get better.
Yeah.
You know how to communicate with people differently. You know how to ask those questions
Right.
of asking the stupidest questions on earth for 7 years. It's like I've gotten used to like, okay, but it's like, okay, well, I told myself this year that I wanted to ask more, not how do I say it, but like questions and talk about topics that I necessarily wouldn't do.
Mm-hmm.
So for the 200th episode, that was something that scared the fuck out of me
Yeah.
because for people who didn't watch, we talked about like the Epstein files. We've talked about this and we talked about that and we said this and we said that.
Yeah.
And to me, that's so frightening because I don't like talking about politics on here,
Yeah.
because it's like that's something that really divides people. And
Hmm.
it's like it's not just a thing where you can casually talk about it like people did 50, 60, 70 years ago. We're just like,
Right.
oh, okay, hey, he's a liberal, he's a this, let's just talk. Okay, cool. Hey, here's a drink, here's a cigar, let's have a good time. Now
Yeah.
it's way different because now people look at you differently. So me and
Right.
Caesar and Daniel talking, it was just like, and obviously I was on mushrooms on that one too, but it was so nerve-wracking because it's
Yeah.
like I love those guys. And
Hmm.
it's like I don't want to say something or I don't want them to think that like I'm this person
Right.
when I say this. Cause it's like I've told them, I was like, look, bro. I told Daniel was my witness. I was like, "Hey, y'all might think that I might be saying this shit now. I was like, but I have proof. I have audio proof. You can go back 7 years ago and I say
Yeah.
the same shit that I say now. Nothing has changed about me. Maybe there's a little things that I might believe a little more differently,
Hmm.
but it's like it's hard opening up that way. It's
Yeah.
scary talking about that subject, especially as something so um fragile as the
Hmm.
Epstein files or ICE or other things like that, because you really don't know how people are going to react.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
really don't know. Because like we're cool, but if I say something about it and like I notice you guys starting, I'm like, oh shit. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, dude. Like I said something that's gonna really attract, and I was like, okay, fuck, how am I gonna,
Yeah.
how
Pull
am
it
I gonna
back
get my
in.
way? I did
Yeah.
that a long time ago, bro. And I told myself never again. But
Mm.
this 200th one was a special one.
Yeah.
A special one. And I think it's made our friendship, me and Daniel and Caesar's, a little bit stronger because now we know, like, all right, none of us are faking our shit. Like, we're all
Yeah.
real with each other, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, I mean, even with me, like even with like the crew and stuff, like we all have obviously our beliefs and our opinions and stuff, and for the most part, we all agree on a lot of things. I hope that was the same case with you guys. And it's refreshing. It is a feel good moment when you know that the people around you, that they may have slight different opinions on certain topics. Maybe not the whole core belief, but maybe certain things within that topic. Um, and you're still able to be like buddies at the end of the day, and that I think that's what it's all about, and what, like you said, what it used to be back then. People could have opinions and still be neighbors, still be friends, still be coworkers or partners or whatever, and obviously not to say like if your beliefs are so far right and you're so far left, like yeah, of course you're going to clash. But if you have some common ground morals, and you're just a good person, I think at the end of the day, you can have different opinions and stuff and still be friends or be, partners or whatever. Um, so yeah, I feel that it's definitely scary, but I'm also the type to like if I go on like a podcast or something and they're like, hey, like, what do you think about the files or like, what do you think about ICE or whatever? I'm not afraid to speak my opinion because at the end of the day, it's like I know what side of the opinion I'm on, and whether you want to call it right or wrong. I think as a human being, as a moral abiding person, my beliefs are the thing. Human, they're humane, and so I'm not afraid to be like, yes, I do believe in da 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 da, and I'm against whatever, So, um, yeah, I'm an open book.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
with my thing, and I'm just gonna touch on this a little bit because like I
Mm,
mean this, but like when we talked about like the ice stuff,
hmm.
now, yes, everyone's human. I agree with that. Like some of the shit they've been doing and how they treat people, totally inhumane. Why would you want to treat another human being who is just like you like that? You know, and like we were talking, and I was like, but, and it's like the but kind of was like, oh shit, and
Yeah.
I was like, but I think there are rules in place. And I was telling Daniel and Caesar, I was like, look at other countries. I was like,
Mm,
you can't roll up into the UK and just be like, all right, I'll live here now. Like
yeah.
I was from Tennessee, and now I'm coming over here and I'm talking like this now.
Yeah.
Because once they find out that you're there illegally, obviously they're gonna deport you. You
Yeah.
know, and granted, I think it should be the same thing. Now, obviously, we should do things humane. And it's like, but the reason for my stuff is more of like, I don't want them to not come back.
Right.
It's like I want people to come and experience this wonderful life that we are so blessed to live. We live in
Hmm.
a great country where we have so many opportunities, so
Hmm.
many things to that that we that other people would never have dreamed of. And
Right.
it's like I want them to. I was like, but we got to find a way to make it a little more easier so that way we have more space. Because I feel like if you just keep bringing people in, like it's gonna get super crowded, and then
Hmm.
shit's gonna happen, and it's gonna affect us more.
Hmm.
Because it's like the rent's gonna go up because more people are coming here. Food's gonna be more expensive. Gas is gonna
Yeah.
be more expensive. The roadways and this and that crime, and it's like I'm thinking about everybody in a way. Like
Right.
I want everybody to enjoy what we were blessed with. That's
Hmm.
like, but we got to do it in an easier, safer way. To point,
Yeah.
I like I said, I don't want to kick somebody out and then be abusive and then it's like because then that's a bad look on us. It's kind
Yeah.
of like what they did over there, and it's like
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
kind of embarrassed, and then all the other shit. Don't want to get into it, but
Yeah.
like I've said that, and it's just like I'm not. I'm in this weird space.
Hmm.
I'm more of a middle person to be honest with you now.
Mm.
Like growing up, I definitely was conservative, more a little, I guess, Republican in a way because of like the 2000s, bro. Literally 9/11, literally all this shit that happened made
Yeah.
like everybody like super pro America.
Yeah.
And then once stuff started happening, and as I got older and I started looking at both things, I'm like, both sides are shit.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm more in the middle. I was like, I would love to take ideas from the left. I would love to take ideas from the right. And let's just fuck the money, fuck all that. I was like, let's just come together and just make a better country for everybody, regardless
Yeah.
of what you believe in, regardless of where you've come from, regardless of your religion, regardless of your. Let's just make everything better for everybody, so
Right.
everybody can be happy. But it's the if anything has proven that it's the World Cup.
Hmm.
The World Cup, bro. Like I don't know if you've seen on TikTok, but like there's so many foreigners that have come over here, and they're just like America. What the fuck? Like you
Yeah.
guys see the states that got everything. It's like people are enjoying themselves here, and then people in Mexico are enjoying themselves with all these people. And like to me, it's made me so happy because it's like they're getting to experience what we experience every day, and it's like
Right.
mind blowing to them. And
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes we take advantage of what we got here because
Oh.
both you and I, we can get up in our cars, we can
Yeah.
go and get something to eat, something to drink. You can go get your smoke, and then good. Some people can't do that.
Yeah.
other parts of the country, you know. And it's like I think we've been so blindsided by everything to
Hmm.
where we haven't really truly like appreciated what we have, you know.
Yeah.
And I think other countries want that. That's why people come from, from Mexico and South America and Central America, and people come from other countries because they see that on our social medias and they're like, I want that. I want to be
Yeah.
able to wake up and go to Starbucks and go do this and that and have a
Right.
good life for my family and for my kids. And it's like, who are we to tell them no? It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, we should be able, like, yeah, you guys come, just do it this way, and then like we'll get you in, dog. We'll get you in. We'll give you season tickets to wherever. Would you know? And
Yeah.
I think we've lost the plot. I think we've really
Yeah.
lost the plot here. You know?
For yeah, 1,000%, and I think like you said, like it all gets into the system and everything, and really diving into to all that. Not something I think because it's a long fucking discussion if we get into all that, but
Mm-hmm.
I think it all starts there, like you said, at humane and stuff, and I have my opinions and beliefs and stuff, and I think just because like personally, like my parents came in, like my mom came in through foot, and my dad, I
Mm-hmm.
think, same way through uh, Coyotes Crossing and stuff. And eventually, like my mom got her, I think, her citizenship through Reagan. He gave Salvadorians their citizenship. So through my grandfather, she got it. And I think my grandma got hers after as well, or her
Mm-hmm.
residency, I think. And then my dad got his residency once my parents met and they got married and everything and stuff. So they just both so happened to come from the same country, which is cool. um but so it's yeah, it's a like you said, it's a lot of back in between. Like obviously there's laws for certain things, yes, but then it's like, damn, why are you guys doing it that way? Like,
Yeah.
you're just how the agents are acting, and obviously just assholes. I'm sorry, but they're assholes.
No, yeah, they're assholes. You can
you
say
know,
that. I mean, it's
and
being honest with it. Like they're assholes about
yeah,
that.
and so it's just, yeah, it's obviously it hits a little bit different, I guess, for me personally, because it's like, oh, like damn, like like I've know the stories that my parents went through and shit and stuff, and so it's yeah, it sucks, but you're right. I think we did lose the plot a long time ago, and more recently too, like you said, like being disconnected and stuff. Like I've been trying to like take a step back from everything and just being like, okay, let me focus on the small things, and stuff. And so that's me taking my daughter to the backyard and her playing with chalk and just trying to live and focus in that moment. Like I'm just drawing pictures with my daughter. That's it. I'm not thinking about, "Oh, I got to finish this record. I have this bill to pay. I got to figure out the phone bill or da da da. I got to do this. I'm not thinking of any of that. I'm just zoned in, kind of headspace free and just really trying to connect in the moment. And it's been, I think, the best thing ever because we're so like, oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 and it's we. I remember being a kid and running around the neighborhood and stuff. And I was just telling my mom too, like, and I don't know if it's because of smoking or whatever, but at night, like, I'll go out at night, like before I get on with the buddies and stuff on Discord, and I'll hop in there sometimes by myself outside, or sometimes I'll hop in through my phone. But um, typically, like, I'll go out there, put out a lawn chair in my front of my driveway. I sit behind my dad's car, far away, and it's just, I turn off the porch lights so it's all dark, and I just have the street lights in my neighborhood, and I can always kind of see the moon through like these big ass trees. I mean, these trees have probably been here for years, decades, and and then just being like super like nostalgic, just reminiscing about like the house that I grew up in, and thinking back like, damn, like time has really flown like very quick. Like it felt like just a week ago I was 12, waiting for 5 p.m. to be able to run outside because of the damn sun. My mom like, no, if you go outside, you're gonna need a nosebleed. It's too
Yeah.
hot. And just remembering those, mid like at 12, 10 years old, there was what, 2011, 2010. That
Mhm.
was like for me peak summers, just peak childhood. You know what I mean? And so like I've been catching myself like being very like emotionally nostalgic towards it. I don't know why. And I was talking to my mom about it, and she's like, "Well, you're a father now. That's all it is. You're a dad. You became a parent." She's like, "I had the same feeling once I had you because you see it almost like, here's my chance to see it from this perspective. You know, she's like,
Yeah.
you've lived it. You lived it. Now you get to see her live that, but from your eyes. So she's like, so that's a whole different nostalgic feeling you're gonna miss again 20 years from now when she's 20 years old.
Hmm.
So I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like, I get it twice. Like, what the hell? So, but it's been a lot of that. It's been, my For You page doesn't help either on TikTok. It's all these
Yeah.
nostalgic videos and all these take me back to the 2000s, take me back 2010, and all these songs and stuff. And I'm like, oh, you guys aren't helping. But it seems to me like, and I don't know if this is the case with you and people around you as well, but at least me, it seems like everybody around me is feeling the same. Something about this year just feels like extra nostalgic. I don't know what it is. It's like the yearn for wanting to be, you know, that age again, or wanting that time period to come back, and just like, can we live it again for a year at least? Like, you don't got
Yeah.
to give me the whole period or the era, but give me one more year of that era that was, to me, probably like the best years of my life, until obviously now raising my daughter. But yeah, so I definitely, I relate to that. It's been like trying to reconnect with everything, and I think nostalgia also helps with that.
Yeah, it does. I mean, I have been feeling the same way by myself, like also my For You page doesn't help. It doesn't help. I get
Yeah,
all of these like mid to late 90s stuff and then the
yeah.
2000s. And obviously I was reminiscing about 2004, 2005, like
Mm-hmm.
sports. And it is a way of like yearning for, I think it's because like in our third, I mean, I'm in my 30s and it's
Mm.
like we, like I said, I think as millennials, we have lost that spark that we used to have because
Yeah,
once the mid 2000s came and we're all in high school, things went like that.
yeah,
Dude, never in my life did I think when I was in high school that 20 years from now there would be people called influencers that would be getting paid to
yeah,
do shit because
yeah,
it was so unheard, that was so alien to people 20
yeah,
years ago. So it's like so many, it's like everything evolved in a split second for everybody because you had
yeah,
Facebook and then you had social media, you had Instagram, you had, obviously the technology with iPods and PlayStation and people
yeah,
connecting from different parts. And then it's just like everybody in my age group, things went so fast.
yeah,
We grew up so fast to where now that we're on our 30s, some of us are our parents, some
yeah,
of us are 30 somethings, and we're trying to grasp the nostalgia, the childhood that we had in the mid to late 90s, the 2000s,
hmm,
because it's like, holy shit, like we have not stopped and taken a breather. We have lived our lives to where we
right,
forgot
yeah,
like how it was. And I mean, for you, it's more different because it's like you became a dad so
yeah,
early, and you're like, oh fuck, now I gotta put my dad pants on. Now
right,
I have to be a father, and it's like you're putting on so many other things to where now you're like, oh shit, let me step back because it's like
yeah,
we forgot the plot.
yeah,
We're so busy looking at this shit
yeah.
to where we forgot where the fuck we're at.
Yeah, do you know 100%. And I'm guilty of it too. Like, I'm not afraid to be like, yeah, like, but obviously for me, it's always work. This is how
Yeah,
I connect with the team, the crew, and like, hey, don't forget we got to get this done, and we got to move this, and we got to get this, and da, 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 whatever. So it's like, it's work, yes, and obviously getting on social media when I can and trying to stay within the algorithm, whatever. If I didn't have to have this to push music, I wouldn't be on this. I would be on this only to text and call people. That's
yeah,
it. But to be on like Instagram constantly having to whatever and whatever, and TikTok and trying to, it gets so draining.
it
So
is.
yeah, like, it definitely, after becoming a dad, it was that. It was also remembering too, like, yo, you're still in your mid 20. When I had her, I was 23. I'm 27 now. I'll be 28 this year.
Yeah,
Um, so I was still, to me, I was still a kid. I was still trying to figure. I was in my mid 20s, still trying to figure out being an adult and like what that means, and obviously I had knowledge, the core knowledge of like what it means, but there's other things that come with it, and just maneuvering through that. And then so adding dad right away, like into my 20s, when I finally, I guess, in a sense, had freedom of like wanting to do what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it. Living on my own, or being when my daughter was born and stuff, and having a house and stuff, and going to work and having a car and doing whatever, and maneuvering my family around and stuff. And I got lost in like, I'm also a kid. I should also kind of enjoy life a little bit, to a part of where it doesn't become selfish or neglectful to my child, but still being able to have those moments of breathers and stuff. So, but for me, it was music. So
Yeah.
I was lucky enough that I could just go into the bedroom or a spare bedroom and record and work on stuff, and that helped a lot. Kind of hold on to that rope of like wanting to stay nostalgic, or wanting a breath of living, in a sense. So, and yeah, so it's a balance for sure, a big time, I think, but I've made it work. It's hard. It's not easy at all. It's
Definitely
it's a
is.
tough schedule, but um yeah, man, I think everybody's trying to hold on, like you said, to that bit of nostalgia that we have, that keeps that feeling of childlike excitement, or being joyful or excited towards something, and still having that off factor. Because I think the shock factor and the true excitement of something has been so grayed out for me since I was like 18.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like you're excited for something, yeah, oh my god, but like that feeling of that child excitement in you, it's like, where's that? Where's that fucking spark? That Where did I lose that along the way? And I think all of us are just trying to find a bit of that. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Like I said, dude, I think I had the thought of when we lost it, but I think it's when we all turned 18. Because it's
yeah.
like, for me, when I turned 18, that was like what, 2011, I
Hmm.
think. And already it's like, all right, you're an adult now. Now you get a job. Now you have to get a
Hmm.
car. Now you have to pay bills. And you're like, wait. I still want to like play games. And it's like, oh, you
Yeah.
can still play games, but like you got more other things to do.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. Like I definitely I am,
Hmm.
and like trying to hold on to this rope of nostalgia. Because bro, I'm not gonna lie, when I see shit from growing up, I cry because I'm like,
Yeah.
it was such a simpler time, and I
Yeah,
think
man.
that was before we realized everything that the world is that we live in. Because we were so oblivious. We didn't.
Yeah.
You went to school, you hung out with your friends, you listened to your music, you played your video games, you hung out with your parents and your brothers and your sisters, went to sleep, did it again. When the summer came, we had three
Whew.
months to ourselves to have fun. And it's
Yeah.
just, I started doing all that. And then once we got older, it's like our eyes open. We're like, oh shit, like everything's horrible. What?
Yeah.
So now that
Like,
we're, now that we're just trying to like, wait, like, yes, the world is horrible, but it's like,
yeah.
can I just get that just one day?
Yeah.
Can I just get this one day to just be who I was 20 years ago,
Yeah.
10 years ago, 15 years ago, for anybody who's
Yeah.
younger? It's like, because I think that's what we need.
Oh,
In a,
1000%.
in a world where we're so stressed out, it's like, just give me this one moment to watch
Yeah.
some fucking cartoon and just
Yeah.
sit there and just enjoy it.
And for me, like the cheat code for that, for me, has been having a daughter. Like, I'm
Mm,
able to show her shows that I loved watching growing up, cartoons and stuff like that. I mean, I've been like, she loves, like, obviously I put her onto like Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire and stuff. She'll pay attention, whatever. But I'll put her onto like the cartoon, the '90s cartoon, or try to, like, we put her onto like the Powerpuff Girls. She loved it immediately. She loves Courage, the Cowardly Dog. She loves it. And so she's really, I've really dove her into that, like what I used to watch and stuff. So it's cool to see her like discover that, like, oh my god, like this is so, whatever. And it's like, it's crazy how those cartoons, that era, everything, like you said, feels so, how do I say, like, so still in a sense, like
yeah.
not rushed. Everything's at its own pace. Even the cartoons, like the episodes were like, at a steady pace where you could gauge in and pay attention, laugh and whatever. It wasn't so like, here's in your face and da 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 whatever. And so seeing her reaction to that, to really like being able to not just be on a screen and like watch 30 seconds of video and go to the next one, then go to the next one, then go to, seeing her sit on the couch, sit down and like kind of just relax into the couch and pay attention. It was like, oh yeah, something changed even in media, as far as movies and TV shows and what even TV is anymore. And it's not even like It's like, what did you watch tonight? Well, I was on YouTube watching. Okay, well, you were on YouTube. That's why. You know, like,
Yeah.
okay, there's the mark. You know, like where we really kind of lost a little bit of that, like being able to sit down and watch something and enjoy it. You know,
It's the
and
attention spans, dude. The
oh,
attention
dude,
spans. Like, I agree with you. Our cartoons were more story based. They took
yeah,
time to get to the point where you can
hmm
sit there and it's like, okay, this was a really good episode.
yeah,
Now it's like, and I think I remember it had to have been the 2010s. It was definitely like 2010 where everything was like, okay, things are more brighter. Okay,
hmm
that's cool. Oh, here's this and this and this and this. And I'm like,
yeah,
okay, that's cool. And then now that's just became the norm. I mean, TikTok
yeah,
was only like what 10, 30 seconds before
yeah,
when it started. And
yeah.
then now it's like they're putting more and more videos out there. There's fucking videos that are like an hour and a half. Motherfuckers put movies on the hoe
Dude,
now.
I've seen the full fucking Shrek movie on TikTok. I was My uncle sent it to me. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "This is on here."
So it's like and then it's to get that attention span back because
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
even
hmm
us, it's just like we want now. We want that
yeah,
stimulation now. And it's like back then it wasn't like that. People were okay to like let's just build it up and then
right.
because it's like even in my parents' generation, like they didn't get everything so fast. So they didn't get
Yeah.
instant gratification. Like they've had to work shit. I mean, look for fucking classics, the video games and the movies.
Oh, dude.
Like they were so slow paced and just really good.
Yeah.
I'm not saying our movies are bad, but like our video games are just like holy shit, we get
Yeah.
it's instant gratification. And
hmm
I think that's what I think we're too full on. It's like
Mm-hmm.
it's like, yo, bro, like you don't need everything right at this moment. You don't need
Yeah.
everything like that. It's like
Immediately. Yeah.
take it slow, take your time, and like I think it's great. Like people work on music and it takes a while. It's not like, hey, let's let it breathe, let's get its own life, let's get
Yeah.
its legs, and then when it's ready, you put it out. And if people like it, people used to work on albums for years,
Yeah. Yeah.
years,
Yeah.
you know. And you are a testament where you can say like people
Yeah.
can put out an album in a week,
Yeah.
you know.
They can. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
They
it's
can.
like I think the thing is we all need to just slow down.
Yeah. Biggest.
Everybody, everybody,
Yeah.
everybody around the world just needs to slow the fuck down.
Yeah. That and that's it's funny, dude. That's oh, that's literally like anytime I talk, because my mom's like she's one of those persons like where you can like really sit down and talk to and like have like deep conversations with about anything, aliens, the Epstein files, the politics, whatever stuff like this, life, nostalgia, whatever. And so anytime I sit down like with her, and I've been doing that a lot recently, kind of like in the mornings and stuff. Before when I wasn't working, I would get up
Yeah.
and we would just talk for like 2 hours, just at the table. My daughter's running around playing whatever, just having coffee or just I'm smoking my pen. She's just chilling. She's whatever, and we're just talking and she would always say that's her biggest advice. She's like, just everybody just needs to slow down. Why are we rushing for? What's the rush? Look what the rush got us to. When you were a kid, you're like, I cannot wait to be 18. I can't wait to be 20. I can't wait to drive. I fucking wish I could go back now. Like, I don't want to be here anymore. So it's like you find yourself thinking, like, can I go back? Just at least for a day. One day, that's all I need. Like, I don't need a week. I don't need a year. I just give me 1 hour, 1 hour of being 10 again and just running around in the neighborhood, playing with everybody in the neighborhood and shit, on a peak summer night. So it's yeah, dude, I agree. I think everybody's just in a big rush to get to what? What's the finish line? Death?
It's either that or to get home.
Dude.
We're just
It's
in the
fun.
rush to get home.
Man, and that's funny because like I remember my uncle told me this one time. He was like, I always question like why do people rush to get home? Like you got to clock in at the house too. Like is your house gonna get up and walk away? Like what's the rush? Like so yeah that yeah then it's slow down, just slow down.
Yeah, I think we all need to. Definitely I know I need to,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's like everything's just
same.
every weekend, just something. It's something, and I'm like,
Yeah,
fuck, it's
yeah,
time, and it's just like no one told us that it would be like this. And I don't think it was going to be like this for us, but I think
yeah,
with the rise of the internet, the rise
yeah,
of social media, the rise of everything that's come after all that, to where I would like to know what our lives would be, obviously, as millennials, even the Gen Zers, the early Gen Zers, of if we didn't have this shit.
Yeah.
If we didn't have I mean, if we they still had dial-up internet, if everything was still kind of just normal, kind of maybe little things were modern, but like, how would our lives be? Would if we didn't have smartphones, if we didn't have um Instagram and
Yeah.
TikTok? Because I truly believe social media is like it's a silent killer, dog.
Oh,
It's
1000%.
and I can be a testament to this where like I see shit and I'm like, for example, one of my friends, she's participating and she's going to all the things of the FIFA World Cup fan fest shit.
Right.
And she's having fun. And
Yeah.
I'm like, motherfucker. I was like, I wish I could do that. I was like, but I'm
Yeah.
over here working. But it's
Yeah.
just like social media is like it only shows you a small snapshot of a perfect moment that maybe lasted 30 seconds in this person's life. And now it's like up here for everyone to see because it's there. And then
Yeah.
people get jealous and they're just like, I wish I could go to Disney World. I wish I could do
Yeah.
that. And it's a silent killer because now it makes you jealous and then it just makes you mad. And it's just like if we didn't have this shit, I feel like we would all be better off.
1000%. 1000%. I
Better
mean,
off.
we'd be doing this podcast through AOL or some shit.
I feel like we would still be doing it this, but I think we wouldn't have the social media aspects. Like I think it would just we would be like I mean we're connecting this way now. Like
Yeah,
there's
it
no
would.
there's no TikTok, there's no this, there's no that, you know?
I think it would be more like word of mouth. You know what I mean? Like even
Yeah.
like before, like I think we. You know, and I saw TikTok about this. This guy, I forget what this guy said exactly, but paraphrasing, the gist was like if we or we as a society, as humans and stuff, like there was a point in time where social media or electronics kind of hit like a perfect peak point where we didn't need to go any further. We were fine, you know, like the flip phones, the beepers, the yes, you had your MySpace and your Facebook. I think that was like perfect. You had your iPods, you had your phones, you know, you had the like I said the MySpace and the Facebook, and you had your YouTube. Seemed like everything was so you had a little bit of entertainment on the internet, like Google and shit, and like playing like online games, like I don't know, Club Penguin or some shit, or like
Yeah.
1 2 3 games or whatever, you know, and playing those random ass games. And I think that was like, for me, growing up, that was like what I grew up with. That was perfect internet access, you know. And then it just kept getting deeper and deeper and more expansive and more, you know, peeking at or tilting over into like, is this internet or are we like bleeding the internet into like IRL, like life now? Like that's what it seems to be doing. I mean, you have the the meta glasses that everybody has. You have the Apple thing that they had in VR and all this shit. It's gotten so like you can really connect virtually, almost damn near in person. Um, it's just gotten so fucking iRobot. Like it's heading that way, and it's getting too like cyberpunky of a world and so tech filled, and it's like I don't know,
Yeah.
like
And
it's
even with
just
like AI too, the AI thing is
oh
like
yeah, dude.
that's just kind of like the gut punch of everything, you know?
Yeah, yeah,
And I know
yeah, big
everyone's
time.
opinion on it, and I don't think we talked about it in the last episode because I think
No,
it's evolved. It's evolved
yeah,
within the year that
it definitely has.
so I'd like how do you feel about it, dude? Because I mean, as a creator, as a
Yeah.
musician, how do you feel about it? But also, how do you feel about it? I guess like in a personal way. I guess like
Hmm.
when you use social media and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like because for me, I'll give you mine before this is my opinion. Like
yeah.
I enjoy it. I
Hmm.
enjoy it. I do like doing the little like editings and stuff like that using AI and having these little pictures and stuff like that. Like the flyer that I sent you for the 200th episode.
Yeah.
I used AI for it, but
Right.
that was something in my head that I had for so long, and I was like, I gotta make this. I gotta make this. Like I
Yeah.
can't physically make it because I don't got that touch.
Yeah.
So when I did that, I was like, this is cool. I use it more as a tool
Right.
than like to profit because I know some people will profit, and
Yeah.
like I would never make AI music. That's just kind of weird.
Yeah. No.
But like to use this for my podcast to push it further and to gain attention and stuff like that, I'm totally for it. You
Yeah,
know?
for sure. I Yeah, I think like you said, like using it as a tool, like to edit things or whatever, um, to a certain degree and stuff. I think yeah, it's useful because I think that's what the intention was, for it. Obviously, it's gotten so advanced. It's progressed that kind of stage that it was at. It's bigger now, but yeah, as a creative, like making music with AI, never. I've never done it, never will. I don't support it. I don't. I think it takes the manpower and the time and the effort and the talent, and the craftsmanship, away from actual artists. And there's AI artists out there getting signed to these labels, and you're like, there's a lot of these talented artists, out here in the realm in the ether of the fucking internet, and you're looking at a AI voice to sign. Like that's mind-boggling to me. It's
Mhm.
just it's crazy, but um yeah, and then obviously, like you said, like you looked at it as a tool to make the flyer and stuff like that. But because I have like Illustrator Rick, JMO Blitz, my manager, I have the Mayan, them at at hand, to be able to be like, hey, I have this idea, and they can sketch it up or draw it up, and then they together tackle it. I have no need to go for that, because
Mhm.
at the end of the day, I know I'm supporting their art, and it's cross collaboration, and it just makes it more, connectful, I guess, and stuff. And then we have, free will to change shit when we want, you know. But yeah, I think there's levels to it where it's okay to use, like you said, and I think what you're doing is perfectly fine. I mean, that's you're making a flyer for the episodes and stuff. And then if you wanted to do other things like movies or film or music and shit, yeah, I think using AI into that is kind of like you're taking away from the craft.
Mhm.
It's I don't think it's genuine. I don't think it's I just yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, I
Terrible.
totally agree. Like using it for like music and stuff. The whole AI artist thing is so weird because
Yeah.
even Timbaland signed off on it, and I'm like,
Yeah, that was surprising.
and like
Yeah.
I got what he was saying, but
Hmm.
like you said, there's so many other people. Like, bro, like Derek. Derek is
Yeah.
one of them that like, bro, like he's somebody that
Yeah.
some company would sign an AI version of. And it's like, bro,
Yeah.
you literally have so many people in this world that are putting out legit music that you can give them an opportunity to. Why are we
Exactly.
giving an opportunity to a fucking robot or
Yeah.
fucking AI? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if they understand this, but like music has feeling.
Oh, 1000%. Yeah.
A
Yeah.
robot, AI computer can never go through 20, 30 years of the shit that most of us have gone through to where we
Yep.
pour that into our music. So it's like,
Yep.
why? People
Yeah.
listen to music for the feeling, for the stories, for the lyricism, for just for the penmanship of so many
Yeah.
things. But it's like now it's just like, oh, just throw that into Chat GPT and it gives us like this generated bullshit that it's like, yeah, that's gonna hit. And it's like,
Yeah.
not really, dog. Not really, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. I agree. No, 1000%. And it's yeah, like dude, music is like you said, it gives feeling, and AI just can't. They can't. There's no way they can replicate that. I think human emotion is probably one of the most like vulnerable, obviously, things a person can put out there, and especially put into their music and stuff, what they've been through, what they've witnessed, what they've lived through and stuff. And just yeah, it just doesn't compare. It doesn't compare. You know what I mean? Like I don't think it ever will.
No, I don't
Yeah.
think it ever will either. So, but speaking of music,
Hmm.
let's talk about what you got going on, bro. I know we said a little bit about what you're going on,
Yeah.
but now that we're kind of getting closer to the little finish line,
Hmm.
let's talk about the meat and potatoes. What is Legacy got going on
Yeah.
for the second half of 2026 and onward?
Yeah.
What do we got, bro? What do we got?
So I can say as much as this. Like I said, I'll be back next month in July for new music. So look out for that. That's like the next big thing. We got Crawford issue 2 going. That's in the works. We're working on that. That's kind of our main drive. I have another story in that realm as well. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't say anything else because I'll get murdered. um, and what else? What else we got going on? Just a lot of music, dude. I'm trying to continue the one single a month kind of thing. I'm trying to get back into that stride. I took that little break. I did it with Two Bigs, D&D, and No Love and all that stuff. So we did that little single run and took the break, but I'm back on that stride. Um, where I want to do a project this year of some sorts. I can't say what it is exactly, but definitely a project, a legacy project in the second half of this year. And then, you know, tap back into Starfield a little bit for maybe 2027. I'm not too sure. We got some plans for that. So it just, yeah, it's a lot more music. Merch is out now, obviously, so you can go to the website legacyhtx.com, and you go to merch and you can find the t-shirt designs there. There's a Celestial Records hat. There's a what's it called, Starfield track list hoodie. So you got like the pictures of Des Crawford in the back, and then you got like the track list of the album at the bottom in like this celestial blue that we've kind of coded. So it's all good. It's that heavy wear, and yeah, man, just continuing working. Want to perform more, so hopefully I get on stages again this year and the remainder of the year at least. And just I'm locked in, dude. I'm locked in with music, so just get ready, get ready
Oh
for a
yeah.
lot of new music.
So aside from all the music stuff, what are you personally excited for the rest of the year? Do you like in your personal life, like do you got anything going on that's you're like excited to like I guess experience or whatever, you know?
Hmm. Um, There, well, for one, I'm a big time like go to the movies theater person. I love going to the movies. Fucking, I will try to see as many movies as I can. So all these movies that are coming out, that's kind of like the goal. Go see all these movies in theaters and experience them. Um, as far as like big things, like personal things, I mean, taking it day by day. Really just cruising through life right now, through personal life, and just trying to manage day by day and being a dad. Most importantly, really just my daughter's birthday's next week. She'll be 4 on the 1st of July. So doing that next week, and enjoying her. She starts school in August, so like, that's pretty big. So that's
Oh
gonna
yeah,
be a
so
whole
yes.
new, yeah, it's gonna be a whole new schedule, and just figuring that out and stuff. And yeah, just doing that, and I really do, like, I think majority of my life is either my daughter, my girl, spending time with her, and music. I'm either at three different things. That's it. So at nighttime is when I'm Batman. I'm fucking playing video games, making music, living life and stuff. So it's cool right now. Yeah.
That's exciting, bro. The movie thing is a good thing to kind of like be like the mediator where it's like, okay,
Yeah.
let's just sit down, let's watch, fucking Street Fighter that's coming out,
Yeah.
fucking what's it called? Spider-Man. We got all these other movies coming out that are very exciting. So it's like
Hmm.
it's a very good like placeholder for you to just to relax and chill for a minute
Yeah.
for that first
Yeah.
2 hours, So like it's a cool. I'm excited about the movies too as well. So that's cool. Like hell yeah, you got that. And then you get the music
Yeah.
things. I'm excited. And
Hmm.
then that is a very big thing that your daughter is starting school. Like
Yeah.
that's like uh, I'm sure that's very like scary for you because now you're like, oh shit, like she's you know
She's out
going,
there in the world.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's gonna make new friends, she's gonna learn new things, and you're just like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, yeah. I tell I tell my girl, and then obviously I tell her mother too. Avani's mom, my daughter's mom, her mom. I'm like, dude, it's obviously like it's hard to see her now from 1 to 4. Like so much has already changed. It's even harder to see her right now, witnessing her right now at 4, and thinking of her as like a teenager, 16, 17 years old, as a teenage girl. I'm like, my mind is already stressing. I'm not ready for the stomp, stomp, slam, or the oh my god, you're so annoying, and it's like oh my. But I mean, she's not that type. She's a good kid. She's very calm. She's very like me, very calm and in certain ways, and she's very up, and she's an extrovert for sure. She
Mhm.
can be an introvert when she wants, but she's very outgoing, very talkative. So I think she'll have, you know, um, a little bit of easy time, maybe, getting on into like social life and meeting other kids and stuff like that. So yeah, but it is nerve wracking, like entrusting the school with her well being. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, that's the
That's the
biggest thing.
biggest thing.
But I mean, it's gonna be cool because then she's gonna be like, my dad makes music.
Yeah.
My dad, and all the kids are gonna be like, who's Legacy? And then
Yeah.
their little smartphones, they're gonna start listening to your shit, and you can have like
Yeah.
5, 6 year olds listening to your music, bro.
Jamming a Starfield.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, They're gonna be like, dude, Starfield is cool. And they're like, dude, just like, who the fuck is, and then she starts listening. It's just the whole thing, and it's just like, yeah,
Yeah.
my daughter's a superstar at her school because her dad's a this is a legacy.
He's Legacy.
So
Oh man, and that's also cool too. Finally she's getting a grasp of like what I do. Like she'll when we're riding in the car, I go drop her off at her mom's or whatever, and she'll like, Dad, can you play your song? So I'll put on like Stardust because she's at the end of it, or I'll play
mhm.
her, a couple other records and stuff, and she's in the back like bobbing her head or whatever. So I've created like a little playlist for her, like music that I grew up listening to or stuff that I like Smashing Pumpkins, Blink 182, Green Day, the Ramones. It'll go from that to Michael Jackson to Selena. So I've curated this playlist for her to like really like get her palette full of all these different kinds of music, and she's loving it. So I'm kind of hoping for she takes the music route. I think it'd be pretty cool to
Yeah.
hand her the torch. So yeah.
Speaking of, I know we've been talking about music. Well,
Mm.
dude, what is something that you've discovered lately? Some new music? Have you found like some new artists that you've been digging into? That you're kind of like that, like their songs going on the playlist or this shit's
Yeah.
going on the playlist. Like, have you found anything new interesting lately? Or
Yeah. I know this song's a little older, but I discovered it when I discovered it. It's let me see. It's by the band, I believe, Ghost
okay,
and Skeleton, that album. Lac Rama.
okay,
I don't know if you heard it before, but it has this. It's they're metal. It's a metal band, but they gave it this '80s metal feel in the
hmm
beginning, and like with these synths, and then they go into like the heavy metal, guitar riffs and shit. But then it goes back into like this very atmospheric, so that's one. I've been listening to. I know it popped off on TikTok, but I heard it beforehand, and I was like, oh, it was one of those moments where I was like, oh, this is gonna be huge. And of course, TikTok did its thing, and it took it over. It's "Freaking Out" by Dexter and the Moonrocks. I don't know if you heard of
okay.
that one.
I've heard of
That
Dex
one,
and Rocks.
okay, cool. I've gotten back into randomly Owl City for some reason.
Wait,
I
wait,
put
I have that here somewhere. Where the fuck is that shit? It's
Oh shit.
hold on, it's here. M and O fuck. Hold on, I got it. I got it
No,
here.
you're good.
Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen.
No, no,
I
you're
got
good.
it.
You're good.
Ah,
Gives me a
here it is.
time to text back my mother.
Boom. We got it right here.
Yes. Okay. So yeah. So I don't know for whatever reason the other day like it was one of those nostalgic videos on TikTok, and it was
Yes.
the end of Fireflies where he's singing the chorus again, and it's just they're playing pictures of like early 2000s, just like how the sun used to hit, and love like Blockbuster and like night car rides as a kid when you're falling asleep in the back seat and stuff like that. So I was like, oh, and so the song hit it. I was like, oh wow, like I haven't heard the song in years, like since I was like I don't know 15. It's been a
Mhm.
long time. So I liked it, and I was like, let me play it for my daughter, and I did, and she loved it. I played it probably like 5 times on the way to drop her off. She like instantly loved it. So I dove back into that. Alligator Sky is another good song by them. Um, yeah, I don't know. I've been really in like the indie metal kind of like alternative grunge kind of realm recently. Which is weird because it does not correlate to the music that I'm making at all. But it works. It works. It gives to me, like the music that I'm making is it's in the style obviously of rap, of hip hop, whatever. But the feeling of what grunge gives, of what these indie, yearning or like perfect song freaking out by Dexter and Moonrocks, that feeling of aggression of like angst and shit. I'm
Mhm.
pouring that into the rap, trap, hip hop turn up songs, and it's working. So yeah, it's I've really been into that kind of realm of music lately.
That's
Long
good.
answer.
It's good to listen to things that you don't necessarily I guess make in your way because it's like
Yeah,
a creative like cleansing palette.
yeah, big time.
So, and yeah, I've heard Ghost. It's funny. I was talking to one of my friends and I was like, y'all listen to Ghost? And they're
Mm.
like, yes. And I'm like, when I saw them, obviously, for people that don't know what they look like, and I'm gonna put a
Yeah,
picture right here, what they look like.
yeah,
Um, they look like they do fucking metal.
yeah.
But then when I heard some of their shit, I'm like,
What?
that is not what I pictured. So it's
Yeah,
very like theatric like metal rock, but it's like
Yeah.
totally like 70s and 80s kind of shit. So
Yeah.
like it's super cool, it's super refreshing, and like I like their whole little lore that they got going on
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And then like yeah, I've heard Dexter and the Moon Rocks, and they're pretty good as well. But
Yeah.
like yeah, listening to something different that you don't normally listen to or play or make
Yeah.
is so like cleansing.
Yeah, and it's like genuine answer. Like I know some people are like, "Oh, I'm listening to Kanye Bully," and it's like that's what's out, whatever. But I'm not trying to like look for music that's so like out of the norm. Like let me listen to things that other people aren't listening to. It just happens. You know what I mean? It just
Yeah.
like I said with my daughter, like that song just put up, came up on my feed. It sparked a memory. I played it. I dove back into Owl City. I just dove back into that little, rabbit hole. And Ghost has been on repeat. I think because of a trailer, like some clip that I saw or something. I think they were promoting their tour on randomly on YouTube. So I was like, oh, what the hell is this? So I dove into it, and my mom even liked it. She's like, this reminds me a lot of the '80s like metal bands, like Twisted Sister, Motley Crue. It has that '80s s, but it's still metal.
Hmm.
And so for her to say that, it says a lot about what Ghost is doing. Like they're really doing something different with metal, and it's cool. It's refreshing. So yeah, because I think with rap, after the fall off and after Iceman, it was stagnant. I didn't really see anything where I was like, oh, I'm gonna listen to this. I was kind of like, nobody's really putting out anything that I'm interested in or really looking forward to. So, I sat back and I let music kind of find me sometimes where just scrolling through TikTok or Instagram or hearing some shit, randomly through somebody else, like, oh, well, who's that? So yeah, it's been fun. It's been fun kind of detoxing from rap a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, that it's always a good thing, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man, for me, it's been I guess I could say it's been a lot more country in a
Okay.
way.
Ooh.
Um and I know people are hip to this right now and everyone's
Mm.
on her train. But Ella Langley
Mm.
with Be Her and her album Dandelions. Um it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. And I'm not one to not listen to somebody because I'm like, oh, they're a girl or oh,
Yeah.
they play this. Like, no, like I love a lot of female artists and
Yeah.
and her album is so genuine and it's so good.
Hmm.
And like it's I can't say enough about it. Like I want to see
Yeah.
her on tour. And
Yeah.
it's like they have a word for people like me, they're called Ella fellas.
Mm.
They're guys who are supporters and lovers of her music.
Yeah.
And like her music is so good. I mean, she has a really good writing team that helps her.
Yeah.
She's such a just a genuine person. Um, there's a lot of country. I've been listening to like Casey Musgrave's new album too, as well. That's very different than what she's normally doing.
Hmm.
Um, and who else have I been listening to? Country some stuff, and a lot of some indie stuff as well, rock music. But I always go back to Blink. I always go
Yeah.
back to Green Day.
Yeah.
Um, fun. I was listening to a lot of classic rock. That's what I've been doing a lot more. ZZ Top, um, who AC/DC, who are coming to town in August. That's gonna be pretty fun. I mean, I'm just all over the place.
Yeah.
So I like again, I don't know if it's my autism. I don't even know if I am autistic, but like my Spotify is like stupid. It's
Just
so
scrambled.
no, it's not even that. It's organized.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's organized. It's like I have an 80s playlist, I have a 90s playlist, I have a classic rock, I have like pop punk, whatever. I have country, I have this, I have that, because it's like I
Yeah.
was kind of tired of looking for the song. So I'm like,
Right.
I'm just gonna make these playlists. So
Yeah.
sometimes I'll go through it, like I'll do pop punk, I'll do country, I'll do Spanish, obviously a big one too.
Right.
Um, so like I'm all over the place. But also, like I said, I go back to a lot of things too. Graduation's another one
Yeah.
that like I love listening to Kanye and Graduation, which he's coming July 4th. Tickets are not that expensive. I'm like
Debating.
either Kanye West or buying groceries.
Mm.
Which one?
Which one is
Which one
it?
is more important? Do I want to hear and I wonder live,
Yeah.
or do I want to survive and eat? I mean, clearly, people who know me, it hasn't looked like I missed a meal. So it's like Kanye or food, like which one? So I'm kind of debating on it, but there's a good chance it might not. But still,
Yeah.
like we talked about the nostalgia. I listened to a lot of stuff that I was listening to when I was in high school.
Yeah.
2016. 2016 is something that everybody is jumping on right now. All the shit
Yeah,
that was going on in 2016. And I think that was like the last good year.
yeah,
Funny,
I agree.
funny enough, I have said this before, and I've had guests that said this before.
Yeah,
If you go back to Camera Cult in 2020 during the pandemic, Ricky, shout out to them. He says the same thing. 2016 was like this last perfect year for all of us.
yeah,
And then everything kind of like went to shit.
yeah,
Shit.
yeah,
Like and it was a culmination of a lot of things, I believe. It
yeah,
wasn't just one thing.
yeah,
But I think, yeah, so like 2016, everyone's just hopping on it. Kanye's dropping shit, Drake's dropping shit, like everybody's just like in this good mood. Like the World
yeah,
Cup is here, it's just I don't know what it is, but it's just like everyone's just like it's like a 2016 vibe,
yeah, for sure.
you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, for sure.
I think
That's
so.
yeah, it has been like that recently too. That, and I think that's why it's been so nostalgic because we're getting glimpses of what 2016 was, and like why it was such a great last year for everybody. Um, yeah, man, it's. I've heard that a lot too as well. I've heard it like on the internet. I've heard it through people in my personal life and friends and family. They're like, yeah, like I don't know, like just something about this year feels like the last time the world was doing okay. We were doing okay, and everybody seemed pretty happy, and but yeah, I agree, dude. It's time, time just changes and shifts shit all the time, back or forth.
Yeah,
So
dude. Time time is a bitch.
yeah, big time.
Time is a bitch.
Time is a
Quincy
bitch.
Jones has said that time is a bitch, can be a
Hmm.
motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
Because 1 minute you're 23,
Yep.
you're living your good life, you're in a relationship, you're having fun, good music's coming out, and then the next moment you're 33, you're single, you live on your own, and just you're just like, where does the time go?
Yeah.
Where does the time go, dog? Because like 23-year-old me I would love to be 23-year-old me for
Yeah.
just a couple of days
Yeah.
and just experience 2016 again and just be
Yeah.
like, this was fun. This was fun.
Yeah.
Now I gotta go pay my bills again. So
Yeah. Back to reality.
back to
Yeah,
reality.
man.
But we've had a good time on this hoe.
Yeah, I know. I've had a great time. I already knew.
Another one.
I already knew. Yeah, I knew it was gonna be a good show or a good
You know,
episode.
because like I mean, we have good conversations, and
Yeah,
obviously, like the first time we met, just hit off really quick,
yeah, which
and
was
then
it was great. Yeah,
and every time we talk, every time we see each other somewhere, it's like it just hits off, and like,
yeah.
all right, we both knew this was gonna be another good episode.
Oh,
How
1000%. Yeah, we
so
gotta we gotta kick it. Like, you still play video games or anything?
yeah, bro, I still am on PS5. Like, I mean, I play different games,
Same.
but
Hmm.
I'm always down for somebody just to like, hey, come on the chat or whatever,
And just kick it with us. Okay,
and
so
just
I'm
kick
gonna do
it.
this. I'm gonna send you invite to like our personal Discord where everybody's at. Introduce you to the gang, whatever, and everybody's cool, dude. Everybody's like how I am. Everybody's the same. Very like, oh, what's up? How you doing? Da, 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 whatever.
Yeah,
We play Rivals, we play MLB, we play Fortnite, Call of Duty right now, Black Ops 6, uh, really anything. So if you're down to kick it some time, you're
yeah,
more than welcome to come kick it with us.
yeah, bro.
I think I told you that last time, so definitely got to make it happen. Yeah, well, we'll definitely do that.
Yeah, bro. Okay,
Yeah,
well, this is your time. Go ahead, promote what
yeah.
you need to promote, and let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, cool. So, yeah, we got the website out right now, Legacy HTX. If you want to go cop some merch, you're not obligated to, but it's there if you want to. I'm just plugging it in. I got something coming next month. Like I said, new music. We got Crawford out right now. I believe I don't know if it's up for sale again. I don't know if we're still sold out or if we're gonna reorder some new issues and stuff to get them, back in line to be bought. But if that's the case, go check it out. And yeah, just look out for new music. Go check out Starfield if you haven't checked it out. It's out now. It's been out for damn near a year now, I think. So yeah, dive into that, and just look out for next month soon. So look out soon for an announcement. Look out soon
Yes.
for next month an announcement. Yeah,
All right. Well, bro, I've had a great time chatting it up with you.
yeah,
Having a good time. Before we go, when this episode drops, it is going to be on the 4th of July. So, for people that are watching this and people that are listening to this, happy 4th of July. Um, remember to just have fun. We live
yeah,
in a great country. We're very blessed to be where we're at. Um, have a hot dog, have a hamburger, drink a
Yeah,
beer, pop some fireworks, watch some soccer, watch some baseball, and just have a good time. Forget about everything else. Let's just
yeah,
have a good 4th of July. All
yeah.
right. Be safe. Go check out Legacy. You know what? While you're grilling, throw some Starfield on. Do something. Do something. Let's do something.
He
Let's do
said it, not
something.
me.
But yeah, again, bro, thank you so much for coming back on, bro.
Oh, of
Always a
course, man.
blast. Always
Oh,
a
it's always a
blast.
pleasure. Always a pleasure.
All right, guys. Well, this concludes the end of our episode. If you can, please go like and subscribe the podcast. Go check it out on all the social medias. Go check it out on all the streaming. Go check out Legacy's music that's available everywhere. Go check out everything. Go follow him on social media. Be a stalker, but be a good one. Um, but this concludes it. As
Yeah.
I always close out, God bless, peace, and we'll see you on the next one. And again, happy 4th of July. Be safe, and we'll see you on the next episode.
See you at work.